What is up? What is going on, everybody? I hope you can all hear me okay. I decided to go live a little bit earlier today. Why is the probably because I'm hitting the volume down instead of up. So I am here and we will get started. I was just bored. Nobody's home right now. So I was like, might as well go live. We got Moses. Hopefully you're in here. If not, some of you guys will be back in about probably 30 minutes or so. Stefan, what's up? I hope to see you guys all soon. Just like I said, for anybody new here, just decided to start a little earlier. Just going to make sure the stream is going through okay. And I'm going to put it out on Twitter. So hopefully get a few more people in here soon. I'm sure we always do. Moses, what is up, man? Good to have you in here as always. So pleasure to see you in here. So we got anybody else in here at the moment? Got a couple people in here, so it's good to see her. We did. They left. Let's just get a couple things going here. This over. Let's get the W. Let's get it today. I'm with you, Moses. Time for this team to get on a bit of a winning streak right now. And a 2-game winning streak's nice, but 3 is what when you start getting into it a little bit. You know what I mean? 2 is nice. 3 is officially a winning streak. Sorry, I'm just putting this on Twitter, just making sure I get this all in. I'll get back to the comments. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Perfect. Done. Boom. Let's get into it. So, yeah, no, that's really me too. I do believe this team has a winning streak in them. And I think they can get it going here. Brian Wu going today. He's been pitching really well. It's shame Bryce Miller's going on the injured list. That stinks for the 3rd game of this series. Yeah, absolutely. Mariners fans deserve a lot. But that is definitely one thing that we do deserve. So hopefully they can get a little something going here. Welcome in anybody new here. Hit the like button for me if you guys are just joining. If you're not subbed for some reason, hit that subscribe button for me. I'm 15 away from 1,500 subs. So share this out. A little bit different setup today. Again, I'm rearranging. Well, my wife and I are rearranging this office. So I'm kind of on her side of the office today. But I will be on my side, again, probably later in the week. Yeah, it's been really odd, and that's why I think there's been so much discourse for the Mariners, on Twitter and everything like that, because it's hard to determine what's really been the problem for this team. Obviously, the current players are underperforming massively. But who do you blame on that? Is it the players? Is it on the coaching? Is it on the front office? And ultimately, everybody deserves some of that blame. But I agree. I feel like this team's way too talented to be where they're at. But hopefully this is the start. I do think they have a run of them. So we'll see. Wesley, welcome in, my man. Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, but kind of with the one rep, Mariners only have one rep for the All-Star game. Kind of earned. I mean, hard to argue. I mean, you could make a case for Kirby, Sewald. I'm gonna let my dog out real quick, guys. I'll be right back. She's wanting to go out. Come on. There you go. Good girl. But yeah, hard to argue against it. It's I think you could have gone with Luis, Kirby, Sewald had a case. Other than that, I don't think there's any other Mariner that deserved to go to the All-Star game. I think those 3 possibly. I think Munoz is good enough, but obviously hasn't pitched well enough. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm using 2 monitors here today. Moses saying what's up to Wesley. 6 people in here. Hit that like button for me. If for some reason you're not subbed, hit the subscribe button for me. We are at about 25 minutes until first pitch for tonight's game. Hopefully we can get another record. Yes, last week we had my stream against the Nationals had at one point 22 people. Now that was not the average, but it did get up to 22 at one point. So 25 is my goal today. So if you know anybody, share this, share the stream, do all those things, let people know about it. So we can get more people in here, and that will certainly help. Just gonna check a couple things. Don't go over the lineups real quick, which we will do several times before the game starts, but I'll go over them real quick before we get into much. This is not working. There we go. There we go. All right, let's get into the lineups real quick here. First for the Giants, even though they're the home team, we'll go over their lineup first. Leading off will be Lamont Wade Jr. He'll play first base. Jock Peterson will bat second and be in left field. J.D. Davis bats third at third base. The DH will be Michael Conforto. He will bat fourth. Mike Yastrzemski will bat fifth and play right field. Luis Matos bats sixth, is in center field. Blake Sabol will bat seventh. He'll do the catching. Brett Wisely will bat eighth and be at second. Casey Schmidt will be the shortstop. He will bat ninth. And for the Seattle Mariners, and on the mound for the Giants will be Logan Webb, 7-7, 3.43 ERA this season. He has been really good this year. For the Seattle Mariners, leading off will be J.P. Crawford. He'll be at short. Julio Rodriguez will bat second, play center field. Jared Kelenic will bat third and be in right field. Ty France is off today. I think it was a scheduled day off because Mike Ford was taking some reps yesterday at first, but I think with that collision yesterday, just makes sense to get him a day off when they can. Teoscar Hernandez will bat fourth. And be the DH. A little dry mouth. I have to get some water here soon. I think a good idea to have Teo at DH in San Francisco. That right field is pretty brutal out there, so I think having Teo DHing smart. Cal Raleigh will bat fifth and do the catching. Eugenio Suarez will bat sixth and be at third. Mike Ford will play first base. He'll bat seventh. Dylan Moore bats eighth. Will be in left field. And Colton Wong will bat ninth and play second base. And Brian Wu is on the mound for the Mariners. 1-1, 4.37 ERA. So hopefully Mr. Wu can step up and get his second W of the year. He won at Yankee Stadium earlier this year, was in line to win. If you guys remember that classic game last Tuesday between the Mariners and the Nationals, which I was on the call for, which was probably the most brutal loss this team has had this season. One of them, Wu was on the mound for that game and got a no decision. So we're about, I said 20 minutes from first pitch. I think we're actually about 30 minutes because 6:45 is first pitch. We got about 30 minutes here until we get underway. So if you guys have any questions, fire up. The Mariners did make some roster moves today. I'll get into those real quick. Check out my short. I talked about, that Nationals game. You know what, though? I will say this. That was a fun stream. It was a lot of fun. That's all I'll say for it. I enjoyed being with you guys for that game, but oof, that was brutal. The Mariners did make actually several roster moves today. Chris Flexen and Trevor Gott were both traded to the Mets in exchange for, and I don't remember the guy's name because I looked it up once and then it's just nobody of much importance. Sleepy, what is up, man? Welcome in. Always good to see you here. Welcome in. Hope you'll be joining us for the whole game tonight. Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Yes, always good to see that. Always fun to have all you guys in here. That chat for last Tuesday. It was a fun stream. Like I have no regrets about doing that stream and being here with you guys. Just the Mariners made it rough. And I forgot the guy who the Mariners traded for in the Chris Flexen trade. Let's see who his name was. It was nobody of importance. Zach Munchenhern, whatever, is who the Mariners acquired for Flexen and Trevor Gott. Munchenhern isn't much of anything. He's pitched like 3 innings, given up 5 earned runs in his career. I mean, he could be someone that, is decent, but nobody of important. The thing with the Flexen trade was a dump of Chris Flexen's salary. The Mariners owed him $4 million. The Mets are taking that on and are DFAing him. I have no idea why the Mets made that trade. And in order for the Mariners to be able to dump Chris Flexen's salary, they had to give up Trevor Gott. I know Mariners Twitter is in a tizzy about it because they're in a tizzy about everything. They despise Mariners ownership, so anything they do is terrible. I'm not a shill for Mariners ownership. I don't think they're great. I think they should spend more money. I also don't think they're the worst people ever because they want to make a profit. I think it's fair when you run a business to make a profit. But Brian Wu for the Mariners and Logan Webb for the Giants tonight. So anyways, I'm not a shill for Mariners ownership, but the notion that that's a bad trade and getting Flexen's contract out is ridiculous. It's fine. Trevor Gott's a decent reliever. He's totally acceptable. He's good, but there are Trevor Gotts sitting everywhere in every major league organization. Look at Ty Adcock and how good he has been. since coming up. Those guys grow on trees. Now, Andres Munoz, guys like Andres Munoz don't grow on trees, but guys like Trevor Gott do. That's not an insult to him. Giving up Gott is not a big deal, and the Mariners shed Chris Flexen's salary. Yeah, Soul Tonight Rooftop might come on at some point. I think he's working, and we're going to do a post-game show on his channel. Yeah, Ellie, I agree. Gott was okay. I mean, he's fine. I have nothing against Trevor Gott. I think the bullpen is slightly worse without him, but nothing that's not replaceable, and it allowed them to shed Flexen's salary. I think that's a fair trade. Again, Trevor Gotts are everywhere. They're fairly generic. There's nothing wrong with them. You need them, but they're pretty generic relievers. The Mariners called up Matt Festa, who last year was every bit as good as Trevor Gott. Now, so far this year, he has not been, but that could completely end up being an even swap there, and you shed Flexen's salary. Not a big deal. And you pick up someone, in return that may have some potential. Maybe, I don't know. It's where I get some people's frustration with the ownership. It's like, what did they save money for? I don't know. So we'll see. Maybe they do have something up their sleeve. I think it's just in general, I think they look at it as a good idea to just shed some money before the trade deadline, just in case, would be how I guess they're looking at it. Yeah, this trade it's a nothing. I don't think it's like a good trade or like, oh my God, the Mariners stole Muchin whatever from the Mets or anything. It's not something amazing. It's a trade. It shed some salary. I have no idea why the Mets did it. I'll be perfectly honest. And then the Mariners also placed Bryce Miller on the injured list and recalled Darren McCacken. He will start on Wednesday, which is a little disappointing that Bryce Miller is going to miss a start, but it should just be one start before the All-Star break. And then he'll probably be fifth in the rotation coming back from the All-Star break. Again, I saw some people, because Mariners Twitter loves to be, there is Rooftop. He is in the building. We will see you tonight, my friend. If you're not subbed up to Rooftop yet, go sub him up. Rooftop will be coming in out of the bullpen. Check out his softball highlights. Might be able to get some outs for us. You never know. So maybe Rooftop's coming in to get some outs for the Mariners. Couldn't hurt. And then, I saw some people frustrated they didn't bring up Emerson Hancock. Here's the thing with that. Hancock is not on the 40-man roster. So in order to bring him up, you'd have to release or DFA somebody. Now, the Mariners do have some DFA candidates on the roster. And then it's probably just going to be one start. So to bring up Emerson Hancock to pitch one game in San Francisco against a good team, I don't think is the best, thing to do. And again, I don't think you want to keep going back and forth with Emerson Hancock for like that. So, and then also too, what was I going to say with it? I had another point to make and I lost it. The Mariners are already relying on so many. Rooftop did not like the Trevor Gott signing. Yeah, well, he is gone. I have a problem with the signing. I just think he's pretty generic, and I have no problem that he's been traded. De La Cruz denied. Oh, wow, that stinks. Go check it out. Like I said, go check out Rooftop's videos. If you guys have not yet, great Mariners fan. We do a lot of live streams together. I'm assuming everybody in here probably knows that, but if just in case you don't, go sub to his channel immediately. I love the comments. I always lose my train of thought, though. The Mariners are already relying on so many young stars with Miller, Kirby, Wu, that I think, going with Hancock, I think it's just, you got four starters in there that are all almost rookies. So I don't have a problem with it. It stings because I don't think Darren McCacken's very good. So from that standpoint, I think Wednesday could be tough, but it is what it is. So we'll see. You never know. It's one start, so anybody could do it. As Rooftop says, do not quit your day job, as he is getting back to it. Thank you for stopping in, my friend, and I will see you later tonight, as always. So I'm lucky. I'm off on Mondays, and I'm off tomorrow for the 4th. So I will not be doing a live tomorrow, 4th of July. I just think not a lot of people will be watching baseball. Well, you might be watching baseball, but you'll be doing family stuff. So, I will not be live tomorrow night. We should be live. My plan is to be live on Thursday. Hopefully no trolls tonight like that guy from Twitch. What was I going to say? Yeah, my plan is to be live Thursday. We're definitely going to be live Friday. And that will be it then before the All-Star break. And then we have the All-Star home run derby on Monday, which I'll be honest, I'm going to sound like a bad Mariners fan. I just don't care about it. I think it's cool that Julio's in it. I don't like when guys are in the derby that aren't in the All-Star game, to be perfectly honest, but it is what it is. So, that'd be cool. Hopefully Julio in front of the home fans can put on a show. And then the All-Star game Tuesday, which again, I will say baseball's All-Star game is certainly better than other sports. So it's more watchable than anything the NFL does. Not that the NFL can do much, anyways, with, getting guys hurt. Basketball used to have a great All-Star game. They've done a few things I don't like with it. They've turned it into more. I mean, it's always an exhibition, but guys used to care about it. There used to be some passion. That's all-star games. There used to be a lot more, a little bit of that conference pride that just isn't there. I think a lot of it is free agency in sports. Players change teams and leagues so much. You can go back to the 70s and stuff, and a lot of these guys cared. They were representing the NFC or the AFC or the NL or the AL, and it was a big deal. It was a big deal for these guys to represent their league or their conference. Yeah, I think that made God expendable as well. Listen, I think God is okay. I think he's perfectly serviceable, but I think to flex to rid yourself of Flexen's contract, it's not a big deal or a bad deal to do it. I have no problem with the fact that they did that trade. Now, do I think the Mariners ownership is going to do much of that money? Probably not. It's sort of like everything with the Mariners ownership. And here's the thing. I see a lot of criticisms of Mariners ownership, and a lot of it very rightfully so. But then there's this notion of like, oh, they're just doing it to make profit, and that's all they care about. And obviously, like a business, has to make a profit. That, like, you're stupid if you don't think a team's goal should be to make a profit. Any business has to do that. Like, if you're not making money, it's not worth it to buy a sports team. But there's just that, like, make a profit and spend a little bit more money caring about the team. And that's where I am. Like, I don't think they're evil for wanting to make money. That's the goal when you buy a sports team. So, but yeah, that's all right. Picks to click tonight. Sleepy is going with Cal for a home run. Oh, I should have done a stream yesterday, so could have gotten it in. I did a stream Saturday. I went with Julio. Rooftop went with Kellenic. The animal is in the house. Welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. Glad you enjoyed the game yesterday that you were at for the Tigers win. I will go with 10 people. Awesome. Everybody, welcome in. Now that we're at 6:25, it's that's what I was scheduled to go. I went live a little earlier today. Nobody's home, so I figured I might as well do it. All right, I got to get my pick to click in here. I agree it's going to be a lefty. I think in San Francisco, triples alley, left-handed hitter makes sense. You know what? I'm gonna go with Colton Wong today. I'm gonna put in a call for a Colton Wong home run. Let me know who you guys have as picks to click tonight. I think a lefty in San Francisco makes some sense. We'll see if we get any splash landings, if that's something they still do in San Francisco. I know they still have the Bay, but they used to keep track of the splash landings. Got a little new stuff today. Again, I apologize for the weird background. My wife and I are redoing. We actually turned one of our kids' rooms into an office room, and I'm on her side right now. It's a bigger room, so we have this side and then the other side. So I'm on her side today. That's why it all looks like this. But I've got a cool setup. I've actually got watching the game on my screen right here, so that'll be nice. Why not? You know what? Might as well mix it up. You know what I mean? So why not? Y2K, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, I think Sewald, if you're going to go with the snub, I think Sewald and Kirby both could have had it. I think they could both still get in because guys are going to drop out and things like that. I think they were both fairly deserving players. And Castillo as well. So yeah, I think both had a case to be made. Oh, nice. McKinstry had a home run. That's awesome. I think the Tigers won that series. That's awesome. JP made it. Actually, that's a sleeper that, I didn't think about. And still think Charlie Blackmon is the GOAT. He's got a great beard. That's for sure. Yeah, but JP definitely, I think, could have been in a case. I actually agree with that. There's not a lot of AL shortstops playing great ball right now. So I agree with that. I think JP could have got in. Give me 1 second, guys. Just got to send a message here. Give me just a minute, guys. Do not worry about spelling. I am not a grammar Nazi, so you are all good. I like it. He's due. Let's get something from Dylan Moore today. He's in left field tonight, so let's make it happen. Let me just send a couple messages here, guys. Then I'll go over the lineups one more time. I got to send the link to Rooftop for when he can get in. So let me do that. Just 1 second here, my friends. If you guys are new to the stream, hit the like button and hit the sub button for me if you're not already subbed, which I'm assuming everybody in here is. So no worries about that. Let me just do this real quick. And I will be right back with you fine folks. Alrighty. And let me close out all my tabs. All right, back in business here. Let's get back to the comments here. Go, Dylan. Oh, it's right. Animal Section. He's in the lineup today, so hopefully he can get you some points. Yeah, I think Kirby could still get in. I think he could. Kirby and Seawald have a chance. Maybe even JP. I am too. San Francisco's a beautiful ballpark. I've been there several times. So I always like watching games in that ballpark for sure. So for that reason, I'm excited. And I'm excited to be here doing the stream with you guys. That's always a ton of fun to be doing these. So just should be a fun game all the way around. And I'm off work tomorrow, so that's awesome. Let's go over the lineups one more time as we've got 9 people in here. If you're new, hit the like. Well, if you're new or not, hit the like button. And if you're new, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. I'm 14 something away from 1,500, which is my next big goal. Helps me out a lot. So thank you guys. Let's go over the lineups first. We'll go over the Giants first, even though they're the home team, but in our eyes, they're the less important team here. So Lamont Wade Jr., Giants actually real quick, last 5 series. I didn't see that. Something about the last 5 series. Leading off for the Giants will be Lamont Wade Jr. He'll be at first base. Jock Peterson will bat second, the former Dodger, and be in left field. J.D. Davis, the former Met, will bat third and play third base. Another former Met, Michael Conforto, will bat fourth and be the DH. Mike Yastrzemski, nephew, great nephew of Carl Yastrzemski, I think it is. He will bat fifth and play right field. Luis Matos, the center fielder, will bat sixth. Blake Sabal will bat seventh and do the catching. Brett Wisely will bat eighth and be at second. And Casey Schmidt will bat ninth at the shortstop. Yes. Where are the new subs? I've gotten some new ones. Maybe a little nervous to come in. I get it. We've got a tight-knit group in here, so sometimes people hesitant to come in. But we'll get them in here. For sure. But always appreciate everybody that is in here joining. Like I said, if you're not subbed, go ahead and do it. I just said, we went over the Giants lineup. And Logan Webb will be on the mound today, 7-7 with a 3.43 ERA. Yeah, go for it. Whatever you need to do, Sanctuary. Oh, yeah. I had my post game up on it. Probably one of the better wins of the season for this team. 1, it was nice for them to win 2 in a row. 2, they finally won a series that they haven't won this year. Like maybe outside of Houston, this team has not won a series this year where I went in thinking, they're a little bit of an underdog. Can they pull it out? They always lose those series. They've taken care of teams they should take care of, but finally they beat a team that maybe they're a little bit worse. Well, they're definitely worse than the Rays so far, but you know what I mean? So hopefully they can do that again here with the Giants, a team that's playing good ball. They're on the road. The Mariners have not won a road series. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, since Oakland. And that was back in early May, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was mid-May. So it's been almost 2 months since this team has won a road series. So hopefully they can get it going. Oh, if we Dylan Wilkins, yeah. Yeah, and that short porch there too. So it's made for right-handed bats. Let's hope tonight he can do something, whether defensively or offensively. Let's go over the lineup for the Mariners again real quick. Leading off will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second is the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Batting third will be the right fielder, Jared Kelenic. Batting fourth will be the DH, Teoscar Hernandez. Cal Raleigh will bat fifth and do the catching. Eugenio Suarez will bat sixth and be a third. Mike Ford didn't start at first base today. He'll bat 7th. Dylan Moore will bat 8th and play left field. And Colton Wong will bat 9th and be the second baseman. Ty France getting a day off. I think it was kind of a scheduled day off because Mike Ford was taking some grounders yesterday at first. But I think with that collision, it just made double sense to give Ty the day off. I think Teo being at DH is smart. San Francisco's got a really hard right field to play. I think Jared Kelenick's a little better fielder, a little more athletic, a little better suited to be in right field. So I like giving Teo the day off. So there you have it. Let's see. I love it. Beautiful. I love dogs. Those are beautiful animals. Animal Sanctuary. Thanks for showing it. Appreciate it very much so. And thank you for being in here as always. And we are officially now 12 minutes from first pitch. I'm going to go grab some water, guys. I'll be back in 2 minutes. If anybody comes in, just let them know I am here. I'll be right back. And I am back. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Over under strikeouts for the M's. Oh man, we have I'll say, well, Webb's pretty good pitcher. I'll say 11. I'll say 11's a good number. People liking the Manimals picture. I love it. Yeah, I'm with you, Moses. My kids, I'm the same way. I say my wife, my kids, my critters. You got to throw her in there. 12 people in here. If you're new, hit that like button. We said hit the like button, regardless of whether you're new or not, and then hit that sub button if you are not subbed to the channel. So welcome in, everybody. Hopefully we are ready for a Mariners win. If you're a Giants fan, you are more than welcome to hang out. I'm not a trash talker in any way, so I'm going to give you an honest opinion. This stream is going to be more Mariners centered, so you're going to be getting more Mariners information here. But yeah, in fact, I probably trash talk the Mariners more than any other team in the league because they disappoint me. Amazing how quickly my voice starts to get tired. And I haven't even started the game yet. We are 10 minutes from first pitch tonight from the beautiful San Francisco Bay Area. Stefan, welcome in. Good to see you as always. The people are happy to see you. I'm trying to think who we're missing. I mean, obviously, like I said, everybody's welcome. But out of the regulars, William, Hannah, who else am I missing that's a regular? There's a few others that are usually popping in here. Flick, where's Flick with his comedy? Brian Wu was born in Oakland, so he's from the Bay. Oh, he went to Alameda High School out there and played at Cal Poly. So he is definitely a Bay Area man. Fernando, there's another one. Welcome in. Good to see you in here. What's up, Jay? How's your day been? Mariners better taught. Yes, day's been great. I was off work today, so can't complain about that. Too blessed to be stressed. I try to live my life like that. The Mariners tend to make it more stressed sometimes, but I am doing great. Thank you for asking. And hopefully a good day is capped off for the Mariners win. And it would be 3 in a row. 1 is good. Saturday was fun. 2 is a streak officially. 3 is when we kind of go, okay, maybe something's happening here. So let's see if they can get this winning streak to 3 in a row. I can't remember the last time this team won 3 games in a row. Probably Oakland when they beat Oakland at home, unless I'm missing something. Yeah, good time to do it, man. So perfect timing on that. Yes, it is. I love it. I love it. You guys, trust me, yes, let's do it, Stefan. I'm with you. You guys really do make it easier for me. You guys take away a lot of the stress of the game. Flick is here. There's a lot of things happening. What are you talking about? There's no Modern Exterior Solutions commercials, if that's what you're talking about. But the game doesn't start for another 6 minutes. Good to see you, Flick. Yeah, he's from Oakland. Yep. Yeah, we're talking about Brian Wu, I'm assuming. I think he said he grew up a Giants fan, though. That's always divided. You get a lot of Giants fans in Oakland. Those teams are so close to each other, the A's and the Giants. I spent a lot of time in the Bay Area. So I've been to both ballparks, Oakland, San Francisco. San Francisco is obviously a much more beautiful ballpark, but I had some great times in Oakland too. Went to a lot of Mariners and A's games in Oakland. In fact, I'd go to almost every Mariners A's game every year in that ballpark. So it was always a lot of fun. Remember to hit the like button, guys. Remember to subscribe if you're in here and you're not subscribed. I'm assuming most of you are. Share the video with family and friends. Get more people in here. Ooh, sorry for the yawn, but oh man, the Mariners have already made me tired. Flick giving the shout outs to the peeps. And I know Wesley's in here as well. He's always another one that's a familiar face. Fernando as well. Good to see everybody in here. If you guys want, if you have an MLB account, the game is free today, I believe. So if you have an MLB.com account, stay in here. We'll stay in here for the, play-by-play. Yeah, I was just asking. We're missing Hannah. That's the other one we're missing. And then, yep, Sleepy is in here as well. I'm trying to think. I think William's the only one that we're missing that's always in here. So we'll see. We are now 6 minutes from first pitch. That'll be from Logan Webb to JP Crawford. Okay, all the games are free. Well, there you go. So if you have an MLB account and you don't have Root or you're not in Seattle, you're like I am, it is free today. Giants are a good team. They've been playing really well. They got off to a bit of a slow start. Our good friend Mitch Haniger is out, but they're a good team. They're playing really well. They can pitch. They can do just enough hitting. Camilo Duvall's a really good reliever for them. They got the Rogers brothers in there as well. So, and they always play well at home. Now, I don't know what their home record is this year. I just haven't paid enough attention to that. But they're always a team that is tough to beat in San Francisco. So, not an easy task. Really, the last 7 games before the All-Star break, the Giants and the Astros is not going to be easy. The Mariners are going to have to work very hard to get those wins. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get the W. No excuses anymore for the Mariners. I don't care who they're playing. Time to go get it. It'll be Logan Webb, who is 7-7 with a 3.43 ERA. So very George Kirby-ish in terms of win-loss and ERA. Here's some score updates. Orioles are tied with the Yankees 3-3. I guess go Baltimore there. And then the Twins leading the Royals 3-2. Not a game that pertains too much to the Mariners there. The Orioles and Yankees definitely does. Houston beat Texas earlier, which technically not that great for the Mariners because they're probably more in the wild card race. But if Texas drops off, not the worst thing either. Yeah, Logan Webb tonight for the Giants. So let's see if the Mariners can get it going. Let me know who your pick to homer is for the Mariners. We had Sleepy go with Cal Raleigh. I'm going Colton Wong as a sleeper pick. Yes, it was. Houston was up 10-2. Texas came back, and then they blew the save. Texas is very quietly 10-15 their last 25 games. They are cooling off, which is not super shocking because they were like an MLB record. Their OPS with runners in scoring position was like 1,000. That was not going to keep up all year. And even some of their pitching is just like it's solid, but again, a unit that's just not going to keep up all season for them. So I wouldn't be shocked if Texas does drop off a little bit. I'm not trying to be negative towards them. I'm not trying to be a hater as a Mariners fan because I also think Houston's going to pick it up at some point. So it might end up not mattering really because you might just trade one for the other, fortunately. Thanks for giving Flick the shout out. We were just asking about him and Flick showed up. 14 people in here. Hit that. Oh, 13. Someone decided to leave when I said that. Hit the like button, hit the sub button. And we are almost ready for first pitch here. I don't really care as much about spoilers. If it happens, no worries, guys. What I normally do is just for the different picture. Kelnick and Ford. I agree, Flick. I think it's going to be a lefty today. So I'm with you. I think in San Francisco, you're going to see a lefty do it. Game. Yes, it would. Gunny, good to see you as always, too. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Yeah, it would be anybody. Listen, I don't think there's a Mariner that would homer that would not be nice to see. And Sanctuary score prediction. Let's go for it. This game would never end. We'll be doing you know what? It would give me a lot of watch hours because it would probably be a 97 million hour live stream with that. I don't know if the game would be called at some point there. Yeah, I think I think we all want to see Cal get hot a little bit. A little surprised Murphy not in the lineup today. Sorry, I'm trying to pull my chair closer. It looks like I'm heaving myself here. But Teo DHing, I think that's smart in San Francisco, but I would not have minded Tom Murphy. He's been hot getting the DH role tonight. But I think you got to have Teo DHing in San Francisco because how tough that right field is. I'm going to change my banner here to the top of the first, even though it's technically not yet, but otherwise I will forget before the game starts. So let's change that as we are just a couple minutes away from first pitch from beautiful San Francisco. Mariners and Giants, game one. Lance Barrett is behind the plate. Ramon De Jesus will be the umpire at first base. Alfonso Marquez is at second, and Doug Eddings will be at third. Only seems Frank Cal hits one. Yeah, he seems built for it. No. Never root for San Francisco. It's some beautiful places in that city, but you got to go for the Mariners. Never go for the Giants. Although I know they are technically your hometown team, Gunny. Kind of, or maybe Oakland is. I don't know who's closer to you. Might be Oakland. But they're terrible, so can't root for them. Did the A's play today? They don't. Looking around baseball, not much really that impacts the Mariners. The Yankees have gone up 6-3, and I would never forget my brother. Never, ever. And then the Yankees went up 6-3 on Baltimore. That's probably the only score that impacts the Mariners, and it's kind of negative. Because we're chasing the Yankees for a wild card, but Baltimore as well. So listen, the Mariners just have to win their games. You know, scoreboard watching is fine, but at the end of the day, you just got to watch your own team. In 110 and 1/3 innings this year, Logan Webb, 106 strikeouts to 21 walks. Yeah, soon to be Vegas for the A's for sure. Probably in 2026, I think they're talking. If that'll go, so I've been following it too much, but I mean, listen, it makes sense. You know, I get it. Like, I get people not wanting him to leave. I get it. But also, you know, it does make some sense. Defensively for the Giants, Peterson in left, Matos in center, Yastrzemski in right, J.D. Davis at third, Schmidt at short, Wisely's the second baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. is at first. Sabal's doing the catching, and Webb is doing the pitching. We are ready for baseball here in San Francisco. J.P. Crawford is stepping in against Logan Webb. Yeah, I talked about that a little bit, Flick. I was short on it too. I don't think he's much of anything, but I think dumping Flexen's salary is worth it. Here's the pitch, and that's outside corner for a strike. Looked a little outside, but it's in there 1-0. Oh, I did too. It was, you get super cheap dollar hot dog nights. The 0-1 pitch from Webb to JP is in there, strike two. I love going to the Oakland games. You feel like you're the only one there. You, like I said, good seats. Wide open, so you don't feel like you're sitting cramped next to anybody. Webb's 0-2 to JP. Strike three called. I don't know what JP's doing that bad. That was terrible at bat by JP to start the game. He's quickly down on 3 pitches, 1 out, and that will bring up Julio Rodriguez. Sometimes tough when you're facing pitchers you've never seen before with those AL to NL games. And Logan Webb, one of those guys the Mariners just don't have a lot of experience against. So we'll see. Here's Julio. He'll take outside, ball one. Yeah, it was fun. They were able to shed his salary as well by trading him away. So good move for the Mariners to save that money. Ball 2 to Julio, 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. JP struck out looking on 3 pitches. Tough at bat for JP Crawford. Julio stands in there, 2-0 from Webb. Well outside, 3-0. So 3 quick pitches to strike out JP Crawford, and now 3 quick pitches to Julio with 3 balls. The 3-0 pitch from Webb to Julio. Well outside, ball 4. So Julio works a 4-pitch walk. Cheap Rockstar is 5th. Wow, front row. I got to get to Colorado and go to a game. And that's actually a nice ballpark. Well, when you're out of contention, I'm surprised too. A weekend 4th of July series was that cheap. That's awesome. Glad you got to do that. Oakland may have been cheaper, though, still. And that will bring up Jarred Kelenic, 1 on, 1 out after the Julio walk. And here's the pitch to Jarred. In there for strike 1. Yeah, that's dirt cheap. I got to get to call. I'd buy a ticket, go to a Mariners-Rockies game just for that. 0-1 to Jarred Kelenic. And the pitch. Foul tipped away, strike 2. Couldn't tell if that was a wild pitch or a swing and a foul tip. It was. Julio will go back to first. Mariners coming off a series win against Tampa, a nice series win. They've won 2 in a row, looking for that infamous 3rd win in a row that just seemed to kind of eluded the Mariners this season. It is 0-2 on Jarred Kelenic. JP struck out. Julio walked. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Jarred. Strike 3 called. Good breaking ball, bottom half of the zone. Nice pitch by Webb. Mariners caught looking. 2 outs, and that will bring up Teoscar Hernandez, the designated hitter. Good pitch. It's a strike. It's on the corner. There was one pitch to JP I thought was a little outside. So far, the Mariners just kind of looking at Logan Webb's stuff. Not really. I don't think there's been a ball put in play yet. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And that's in there for a strike. A lot of movement on Webb's pitches. That's 94. Comes back over outside the zone, then back into the outer half of the zone. So a lot of movement on Webb's stuff. Doesn't look like a lot of straight fastballs. Throw over to first base. Julio just back in time. Not a bad time to send Julio, in my opinion. Worst case is Teo leads off next inning. If you can get him the stolen base here, you get a runner in scoring position. So I would think about sending Julio here. Like I said, with 2 outs, it's not the worst thing. It gives you a crack at a 2-out RBI. That's how I look at it. If he's caught, Teoscar leads off the second. That'll throw it to first. And that's it. So Webb cannot throw over anymore to first base. So good chance for Julio to go here. Teoscar leads the Mariners in home runs with 15. 23 multi-hit games this season. Webb is 0-1 on Teoscar. Julio's on at first. Webb cannot throw over there anymore. So Julio kind of a free rein to go. He will not. Teoscar swings and hits it to right field fairly deep. Yastrzemski going back, and of course he makes a great catch at the wall for out number 3. It would not be a Mariners game without them being robbed. Teoscar stung that to right field, but is out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the first. It's the Mariners nothing, and the Giants coming up. Yeah, I think so too. I think that's what a lot of that was just kind of sizing it up there and just letting things happen. So we'll see. Teoscar had a pretty good swing on that last one there. So where'd everybody else go? I feel like everyone, not seeing all. Did I skip comments here? There we go. Yeah, that was a good swing by Teoscar there. Fortunately, right at somebody. And again, I'm sounding whiny about the Mariners, but again, right at somebody. Kind of the story of the year for the Mariners. If that gets down, it's 1-0, but is what it is. Wade, Peterson, and Davis leading off for the Giants, all having really good seasons for San Francisco. So they will lead off here in the bottom of the first against Brian Wu. So we'll see if Wu can shut down this Giants lineup. Webb threw 12 pitches in that first inning, so very quick and efficient first inning for Logan Webb. See if the Mariners can bounce back. A lot of baseball left, obviously, and it's 0-0. Perfect. Glad to hear it, Elliot. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I just wasn't sure. It got kind of quiet, wondering where everybody was. Here comes the Wu, Mr. Brian Wu. Oh, let me change the banner here. Always forget to do it. There we go. So some Shohei Ohtani highlights. We got Pittsburgh and LA tonight. Lineup for the Giants: Wade, Peterson, followed by J.D. Davis, Conforto, Yastrzemski, Mato, Sable, Wisely, and Schmidt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lefties in the lineup against Wu. Wu has pitched much better against righties this year, so it's going to be a tough lineup for him to get through. Yastrzemski just activated from the 10-day injured list. I know Estrada went down for the Giants, and then I think DeScalfini went to the IL as well. Wu in 22 2/3, 6 walks, 32 strikeouts. Here is Lamont Wade Jr., and Wu's already been given a warning, I think, a pitch clock warning for not for maybe coming set before Wade was ready or whatever that is, where he has to wait till 12 seconds. Not sure, but anyways, the first pitch from Bryan Woo. He comes set, and here it is. And it's a swing and a miss at 96. Good pitch from Woo. LaMonte Wade Jr. this year, 144 WRC plus, 100 is league average. So it has been a nice season for LaMonte Wade Jr. Really good season for this Giants line, especially near the top. A lot of guys swinging the bat really well. Here is, and Cal going out to talk to Woo. Just some confusion here maybe with the pitch comm. Hello, Liv. Good to see you. Hello, no. Yes. Welcome in to both of you. Good to see you both in here. Yes, listen to me do the play-by-play of Mariners and Giants to help put you both to sleep there back on the East Coast. Well, you joined at the right time. It is the first inning. No score here. 0-0 bottom of the first. Giants are coming off a 2-4 road trip in Toronto and San Francisco. Hopefully they're a little tired. They played Sunday night in New York last night, so hopefully a team that's a little fatigued. Woo's 0-1 is hit to center field pretty deep. Julio going back to the warning track. Looks like turns around 4 times and makes the catch. It looks a little windy out there in San Francisco tonight. Julio turned around about 3 times, and there's a paper bag blowing in the outfield behind him. So that is out number 1. Fairly well hit, but Julio makes the play. So, but each team has hit the ball fairly hard into and out. So it's evened out. That will bring up the left fielder, Joc Pederson. 252 on the season, 839 OPS. 252, 8 homers, 30 RBIs. Power's a little down for Pederson, but OPS still high. He takes ball 1 outside at 96 from Bryan Woo. 1 out, nobody on here, bottom of the first. Mariners had a base run on the first, couldn't do anything with it. Pederson, 131 WRC plus this year, so another guy well above average. The 1-0. That's in there for a strike, 96 inside corner. Good pitch from Woo, 1-1. Pederson's hit righties at a 136 WRC plus, only 93 versus lefties, so hitting much better against righties. No shock there. The 1-1 from Woo to Pederson. And his bat goes flying as he fouls it off. It'll be 1-2. If the Mariners win on by, there you go. Let's do it. Let's get it. I want you to have some new jerseys, so let's make it happen. Okay, it's not terrible. Nice cool day, though, in the Bay Area, 64. Wow. The coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in San Francisco. So there you go. So a little bit of wind, not too bad. Yeah, a lot of sweaters out. It gets amazing how it can get cool in the summer. I went there last July for some business, and I was freezing. I went t-shirt and shorts, thinking I was going to be warm for some reason. Woo's 1-2. Line drive foul down the left field line at 96. So it'll be 1-2 from Woo to Pederson. If you guys are new in here, hit that like button for me. Well, hit the like button no matter what. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button. Woo's 1-2 to Joc Pederson is on the way in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 at 96. Nice pitch from Bryan Woo for out number 2. 2 down. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, this is my cold. And I should know. I lived in the Bay Area, so I should know it. But when I went back, I was thinking summer, went back there for business for half a day and was freezing because I wore a t-shirt and shorts thinking it was Arizona. Here is J.D. Davis, swing and a miss, strike 1 at 95. For some reason, I just think everywhere in the summer it's going to be hot. East Coast, it gets muggy. Southwest gets dry, and then the Bay Area gets cold. Davis, 284, 10 homers, 45 RBIs. Woo's 0-1 is fouled away at 96, 0-2. Davis with an 817 OPS this year. Real good top of the lineup for the Giants, and no shock, they have played good baseball this season. They are right now in the playoffs, as they began today as a wild card. 125 WRC plus for Davis as they are chasing Arizona, and I think they're just behind LA in the division, or maybe tied with them. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice inning for Bryan Woo. Couple strikeouts and a fly out. Good start for the Mariners' young right-hander. We go to the top of the second. Scoreless in San Francisco. Let's get back to the comments. Yes, good start. Good start for Bryan Woo. Good to see. Each team kind of an even start. Both pitchers with 2 strikeouts, and both had kind of a deep fly out as their third out or their other out. So We led to the top of the second, no score. So, yeah, can't complain too much. Both good pitchers, so this should not be a high-scoring game. I say it'll be 13-3, 13-12 or something. Yeah, very nice start for Bryan Woo. Good to see he looked sharp early on. Mariners lost Woo's last start. Not his fault, but that was that Washington game, which we all remember. We all had fun together for that game. I will say that. We all had a good time. Don't be afraid to join the comment section if you're in here. I usually try and respond more in between innings, just more so I don't get any spoilers more than anything else. 10 people in here at the moment. So let's keep the conversation going. Flick's going to call walk, single, and a home run. So that would be, let's see. So Cal walk, Gino single, and a Mike Ford 3-run bomb. Didn't you call a Mike Ford home run, Flick? Let's do it. I have no problem with that. I called a Colton Wong home run today. We'll see how that plays out. But I could see that. The dumper will lead it off. All right, I like it. I have nothing wrong with a little 3-run home run here in the second inning. I will not complain. And it works. We will all be very happy about that. It is really good pitching rotation. Really good rotation. It'd be nice if Castillo can kind of – I respect what he did yesterday after getting beat up early. He bounced back and had a nice start, but it'd be really nice to see these guys go on kind of a roll here, especially before we hit the All-Star game. Did they not shower today? Took me a second to get that. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Some of them sweat like crazy. Street Emerson might be trade. Yeah, I mean, I could see it. I think the reason they're not bringing Emerson up right now, I'm going to have a video on some trade stuff as Cal Raleigh takes a strike on the outside corner. Webb really hitting the corner so far. I also don't think Emerson Hancock has quite as much trade value. I think he has tons of trade value. I think people would be surprised when they would realize what you'd probably be getting. That's in their first strike on the inside corner, 0-2. I think if the Mariners want to get an impact bat, they're going to have to trade from the major league roster. I think Hancock could get you a nice piece, but if you're looking for a true difference maker, you're going to have to trade a Kirby, a Gilbert, or even a Woo or someone like that. So we'll see. We'll see what they end up doing. The 0-2, up high, 1-2. Hello, Stark Sidnor. I'm assuming you're a Giants fan. Welcome in. If you're either way, you are always welcome in here. Appreciate you joining, man. Thank you. That's low to Cal, 2-2. I'm just assuming because of the Debo picture, but good to see you in here. Yes, I agree. Pete Alonso is going to be a Mariner, and that was the Trevor Gott trade was to set up freeing money for Pete. I'm surprised they just didn't throw Pete Alonso in that deal for the Mariners. The 2-2 to Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good start for Logan Webb. He looks good. Third strikeout. Rough at bat for Cal. That will bring up Eugenio Suarez. Just that little two-seamer. I think it's a sinker for Webb that just drops right there, and it has been sharp today. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Really appreciate it. If you are in here and you haven't liked the stream yet, please do it. The pitch to Gino is in there for a strike, 0-1. Mariners taking a lot of pitches, but that's all fine and dandy. When a pitcher's pumping in strikes, it doesn't do you a whole lot of good. But hit that like button, and if you haven't subbed yet, hit that sub button for me. The 0-1. Gino hits a line drive through on the left, underneath the third baseman Davis, into left field for a base hit. It is a one-out single for Eugenio Suarez. So, Flick, you were close. I just need the Cal walk. So, I am a Falcon. Oh, gotcha. Cool. Right on, man. Right on. And the Braves. That's right. Were you in here when we were talking and the Mariners were playing the Marlins? Was that you that was – and we were like, you were happy? Either way, man, the Braves are so good. They're my pick to win the World Series right now. That's a great team. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I think it's just going to be Wesley, one start, he'll miss. And I think they're just doing it because what they'll do is they'll have him pitch fifth coming out of the All-Star break. Here's Mike Ford, takes low, ball 1. And I think Bryce Miller will be lined up to go fifth out of the after the All-Star break. So just makes sense. Put him on there. McCacken will probably make one start. It stinks, but it is what it is. The 1-0 from Logan Webb to Mike Ford after the one-out single from Gino. That's going to be into left field for a base hit. And Mike Ford with a single. Does Gino get into second? He does. That was hit so hard that almost got a force out at second. But the Mariners have something cooking here, first and second, with one out. Yeah, well, I still would have taken it. Oh, okay, that wasn't you. Okay. Either way, though, that Braves team is so good. I'm so jealous of Acuna. Wednesday is going to be Darren McCacken. Will start. More than likely. He got called up along with Festa. So I'm assuming it's going to be McCacken. That will bring up Dylan Moore. a fan favorite of some people in here, but he's off to a rough start this year, just 1 for 21. They need Demo to get going. So McCacken will start Wednesday, and that'll be his next start after that. Miller should be activated. Here's the pitch from Webb to Moore. That misses down low 1-0. And Miller's IL stint is retroactive to July 1st. So technically he's already been spent 2 days on there. So they'll get him back for probably, like you said, he'll probably be fifth in the rotation coming out of the All-Star break. The 1-0 to Dillon. Swing and a grounder foul, 1-1. First and second one out here for the Mariners. Hey, Jacob, welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see everybody in here. Welcome in. Remember to hit that like button if you guys are just joining. And if for some reason, if anybody in here is not subbed yet, hit that subscribe button for me. Gino with the one-out single. Mike Ford fouled. First and second one out for the Mariners. And a 1-1 pitch from Logan Webb to Dylan Moore is fouled back, 1-2. Pretty good cut there by Dylan. Mariners had 6 extra base hits last night or afternoon against Tampa Bay. Webb with that heavy sinker, I'm imagining is a pretty significant ground ball pitcher. So I'm sure he's looking to turn 2. It'd be tough against Dylan Moore. He runs well. The 1-2. A little flares it off for a foul ball. Stays alive, 1-2. Mike F350. Yes. Apparently to Twitter. Oh, Twitter's a cesspool. Don't go on Twitter. I'm on it, but it's mostly just to like promote my streams and stuff and to give some takes. I don't know how the Braves are cheating, but the 1-2 to Dylan Moore. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dylan just has not gotten any timing down. Here's my home run pick, Colton Wong, up to the plate. William, good to see you. We were asking about you earlier. We were wondering where you were. Good to see you in here, my friend. Thank you for joining. Thank everybody that is in here. Appreciate it. Dylan Moore strikes out, first and second, 2 outs. That'll bring up my pick to click for a home run today, Colton Wong. We'll take a base hit, though. Doesn't have to be a home run. Dylan Moore struck out. Here is Wong. He will take strike 1 in the outside corner. Webb's been pretty sharp. He's kind of been a little off and on here this game. He's been really efficient to some hitters and then missed with some others. Colton Wong, 1 for 10 career against Logan Webb, so not a lot of success against Logan. I say Logan, I want to say Logan Gilbert. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. J.P. Crawford on deck. The inning began with a Cal Raleigh strikeout. Gino singled, Mike Ford singled, Dylan Moore struck out. I put the over-under on 11 strikeouts for the Mariners, already at 4. 4 of their 5 outs have been via strikeout. Only Teoscar's line drive was the only non-strikeout out. The 1-1 hit foul, 1-2. That's a nasty splitter, 2-seamer, sinker, whatever that is, diving down. That's going to be tough to get hits off of. Comments, where are you guys? Yes, he has 1 hit. It was a home run. It was in garbage time against the Yankees. Just 1 hit, though. Yeah, his timing looks really off. Here's the 1-2 to Colton Wong, and that's in their strike 3 called. Webb strikes out the side. The Mariners just doing what they do, leaving runners on. We go to the bottom of the second. No score from San Francisco. I need, let's see, let me refresh it here so I can let you know officially. 15. They need 15 more subscribers. So if you guys, anybody in here is not subbed, help me out. Hit the sub button for me. Dylan Moore's timing just looks really, really off. And I honestly think he could use a minor league stint, but it's just the Mariners have so many guys that are kind of underperforming that it's tough to, send him down. I think a lot of guys could be eligible for that. But I wonder if Dylan Moore does get sent down over the All-Star break if he doesn't have a big series somewhere. I just, what do you use to watch the games? I use Dofu. So I don't use Dofu. I did use it for football, but now that I'm doing streams, it would just freeze up so much time. I have the MLB TV package, so I've got my monitor right here. I'm essentially watching it on my bigger computer monitor and then streaming off my smaller one. So I have the MLB TV app that I use. And then football, I'm going to buy the package. Needs the alt second. Thank you. Yeah, I need the subs and I need the watch hours. Actually, I have enough subs. My watch hours just aren't there yet, but it's getting there. So we'll see. It is bottom of the second. Dofu is meta. What is it? I just used it for some football games last year. It kind of stinks, but it's better than having to pay. Yeah, my thing with Trammell Now, I'd rather have Trammell than AJ Pollock right now. I forget AJ Pollock's even on the team, but Trammell just is starting to remind me of one of those 4A players. Going to mash AAA, come up, not do anything. Go down, mash AAA, not do anything. Now, again, give me Taylor Trammell over AJ Pollock for sure. Yes, Williams in the stream. Always good to have him in here. Yeah, and the problem is then you've also AJ Pollock needs to go. So exact. Nice seeing you live in AZ. Yes, Mirror games are not blacked out for me here, so that helps big time for me. Here is who is this? Michael Conforto taking strike one from Brian Wu. No, because exactly that's kind of Trammell's MO. Now I'll take that over AJ Pollock. I'd rather have that than whatever Pollock's been doing. But we'll see. The 0-1 swing and a miss, strike two. But Taylor Trammell just points. You know what though? He's a fourth, fifth outfielder. He has value, but this team needs a spark from somebody, and they need these current guys to step up. Trammell's fine. He's better than AJ Pollock, but it's not going to make a difference. Like, Trammell versus Pollock for 80 games is probably like a half a win to a win better. No, it's not nothing. You'll take it, but it's not anything that's going to, change too much. The 0-2 from Wu to Conforto, up high 1-2. And the thing with Dylan Moore is they just need Dylan Moore to be good. They need last year's Dylan Moore. It doesn't have to be a superstar. He's just got to be able to, be a contributor. The 1-2 from Wu to Conforto, slightly above average strikeout rate for Conforto, about 3% above the league average. The pitch, line drive right up the middle for a base hit, and the Giants have the leadoff man on here in the second. 2-strike hit for the Giants as Conforto sends one in to center. My World Series pick right now, Braves, and this is going to make some people mad. I'm going to say the Astros still get in there. Gregorius, honestly, I saw him finally in there. I don't think he's going to make much of a difference. Yes, Flick. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Oh, for the no commercials. I saw thank you. Saw the J, the question, no commercials. Yeah, I don't have all that fancy stuff. I don't know how to put that on. You just got to listen to me during the commercials. Here is Yastrzemski, takes strike one down the middle at 96. Leadoff single for Conforto. But I will say Braves and Astros. I think the Astros get hot. I think they get out. They will get Alvarez back. I think they get going. I think Tampa might burn out a little bit. We'll see. I'm going to say Braves and Astros. Here's the 0-1 from Wu to Yastrzemski, 259, 10 homers, 27 RBIs. Fouls that one off 0-2. You're welcome. You guys are very welcome. Yeah, no modern exterior solutions from me. But if you need roofing stuff, you can save 10% or 20% by using the code Modern Rooftop. Here's the 0-2 from Wu to Yastrzemski. Some kids behind making some noise, shaking some sticks. See if that affects Wu. His 0-2 is outside 1-2. Maybe affected him there. They got cowboy hats on, and they should be in Texas. What are they doing in San Francisco? Yes, exactly. Today was his good day. Tomorrow the bad day. I agree. I think Texas is going to convey. I knew you meant Conforto. I knew what you meant. It was close enough that I was able to figure it out. The 1-2, low 2-2, nice block by Cal. Texas technically kind of already fading. They're 10-15 in their last 25 for all the hype. I think they're a decent ball club. I don't think they're terrible by any means, but I think they're closer to 500 than they are a 100 win team. So I'm going to say Atlanta and Houston is my pick right now. I'd love to say the Mariners. They just have not given me any reason to do so. The 2-2 from Wu to Yastrzemski. Conforto on it first with a leadoff single. Wu is ready and is 2-2. Up high, 3-2. So action pitch here. I have been good. Exactly. So January. So I agree. I think Texas fades. They already are a little bit. Now they got such a hot start that they're already ahead. The 3-2. Fouls it off. We'll do it again. Ooh, missing a little bit here. But yeah, I don't, and I don't mean that. I'm not saying that about Texas because they're in the OS. I just picked Houston to win the world, to go to the World Series. I just don't trust them yet. Although I'd like Bruce Bochy. The 3-2 from Wu to Yastrzemski. Conforto with the lead off of first. Looks like time is called as Wu taking a little bit too long. Already A lot of pitches thrown this inning with no outs. Come Rooftop can get donations because he has more watch hours. So to get donations on streams like super chats, you need 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours. He's got both of those. I do not have the watch hours. He's had a few more videos go viral than I have. The 3-2 to Yastrzemski inside ball 4. That's not good. Wu had Conforto 0-2, and I think he had 1-2 on Yastrzemski. And he allows both of them to reach. He's going to have to do a little wiggling to get out of this as Matos, the center fielder, will be up here. First and second, nobody out. Got more subs. Yeah, so like that's it. He's had more like he's got a few really good videos where he goes over some history stuff. And he's got like 30,000 views on those. I've got some that have 2,000-3,000. I had one video went kind of viral for me, got about 9,000. But just working on it. I should be there. The lives help a lot, so I should be there soon enough. Here's Matos, outside ball 1. And Brian Wu not very sharp here after a really good first inning. Gave up a 2-strike single to Conforto, and then I think he had Yastrzemski 1-2 and walked him. Matos 241, 1 homers, 4 RBIs on the year. Wu's 1-0 pitch. Inside 2-0. Brian Wu not throwing strikes. Watch it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That does help. You guys can go watch. Yep. That's what it is. So thank you guys for doing that. I appreciate it. The streams help a lot. Just hanging out, watch my post games like you guys do, and I'll get there. So no worries. The 2-0 swing and a miss. Strike 1, 2-1. Wu's gonna have to do a little Houdini work here. And yeah, just sometimes you get certain videos that just catch on, and you can get those watch hours from one video sometimes, honestly. The 2-1 Matos. Fouled off 2-2. First and second, nobody out. Conforto singled. Yastrzemski walked. And Wu again, 2 strikes on a hitter. He's been 2 strikes on every hitter this inning, but has not retired one. If you're in San Francisco, July 9th is Mike Yastrzemski bobblehead night. So that's coming up this weekend. The 2-2. Grounded foul. Making Wu throw a lot of pitches here. Not sure how many threw in the first inning, but he is at 26 right now. Giants 9th in baseball, 4.8 runs per game so far this season. Padres lead the Angels 3-0 bottom of the second. Their 100 home runs ranks 11th in baseball. 283 with runners in scoring position as well. Wu's 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good pitch, little outside on the fastball, but tough pitch to lay off with 2 strikes. And there's 1 down, and that will bring up Sable, the catcher. I want to say Sable. Be able to get the Tigers because I'm watching old videos. You're good, no worries. But I'll be there for that. Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of foul offs here. Been a little bit of a frustrating. Let's see if Wu can wiggle out of it here. We'll see if he can get out of this. But yeah, definitely kind of a tough start here. Here's Sable. 258 homers, 28 RBI. So he's got some pop. The 25-year-old catcher fouls that one off, hitting left-handed, 0-1. Sable 726 OPS this year. 28 RBIs. He's down 0-1 here from Brian Wu. First and second, 1 out. Sable with a 99 WRC plus, so pretty much just a league average hitter. The 0-1. Fly ball, fairly shallow left field, but Dylan Moore coming in and makes the catch. 2 down. Runners will retreat, 2 away, and that will bring up Brett Wisely, the second baseman of the Giants. That was nice, K. Not a DP. Did get the fly out, though. That'll work. We'll take it. We will take it. 2 down. Need 1 more out for Wu to get out of this. And it's Brett Wisely hitting 195, 2 homers, 7 RBIs, 547 OPS this year. Don't let those numbers fool you. These guys have hurt the Mariners in the past. The pitch. Strike 1, 96. The Mariners sometimes have this history of getting really good hitters out and then allowing kind of the bottom guys to sneak one in. So it'd be nice if Wu can wiggle out of this kind of mini jam here. The 0-1. Wu comes set. And the pitch. Up high, ball 1. Wisely almost offered at it, but he holds up 1-1. If you guys are new to the stream, hit the like button. And if you're not subbed yet, Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. I'm 15 subs away from 1,500. My next major goal. Then I'll be on to getting 2,000. Woo's 1-1 to Wisely. And the pitch. Line drive foul down the left field line, or kind of fouls it back. 1-2. So despite kind of a rough inning, Woo is one strike away here from getting out of this. This will be his 33rd pitch, so not too bad if he can get it here. A little bit of a longer inning from Woo, but nothing too drastic. The 1-2. Woo comes set in the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice job by Bryan Woo. Gets out of a first and second no-out jam. Strikes out 2, and we head to the third, no score. Nice job by Bryan Woo there to get out of it. Luckily at the bottom of the order coming up, that helps. Yes, wiggling in and out of trouble was Mr. Woo. Yes, very nice, very nice. You know what? I don't know. I think I'm about 2,000, I think. I might have to double check that. It sometimes doesn't update, especially when I do a lot of live streams. It takes a while for those numbers to update. But I think I'm at 2. So I'm actually not too far off. These live streams actually get me a lot. So maybe another month or so, and we'll be knocking on that door. But yeah, nothing for you guys. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. It's not about donations for me. I would do this whether I was getting $1 or $1,000 from it. You know what I mean? So I enjoy doing these. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I still need the 3,000. Now, in order to be fully monetized, you have to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. So that's where you get like the ad revenue and everything from YouTube. To be able to be set up where you can get super chats and that kind of stuff, like during the streams, you need 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours. So I have some of that. I probably need about 1,000. So I have a decent amount, but I'm not quite at the 3,000 yet for the watch hours. So just go watch my videos. Yes, he does. Yeah, and it's good stuff. That's why he's got good stuff. Probably, if the Mariners can stay in the race, I'm hoping maybe by September, mid-September. Problem is if they fall out of the race, sometimes the live streams might not do as well because people aren't going to care. But my goal is by football season. No more, we can't have ads. It won't be, it'll be like ads, like during, just those quick, like 20, I think. I don't know how it all works. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We're going to the top of the third here. JP Crawford to lead it off. I just got to update the banner here. And JP takes a strike on the inside corner from Logan Webb. And it is 0-1. Woo's at 33 pitches. Webb's at 31. This will be pitch number 32 of the night for him. And the 0-1 to JP Crawford. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So far, JP, as I bang the desk there, struck out on 3 pitches and he's down 0-2. So JP having a little trouble maybe picking the ball up off Logan Webb. He's got good stuff. That every pitch Webb throws is moving. Now, what you hope is you get one that just moves right over the heart of the plate. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Yeah, JP just not picking up the ball well off Webb at all. He struck out twice on 6 pitches. Rough start for JP, who usually gives you a great at-bat, works the count, but he's just not seeing it well at all. Let's see. I mean, that pitch out of the zone the whole time, but starts out like it's just going to miss and just dives off. Here is Julio. He walked last at-bat. So Julio, 5 hits last 2 games prior to this, and he walks to start off. He will take ball 1 outside. Webb with 6 strikeouts and 2 1/3. It's not like he's thrown a lot of pitches either. It's not been the strikeouts where the Mariners have made him throw a ton of pitches. The 1-0 to Julio. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Yeah, JP with some rough at bat. I think this might, every now and then you have a pitcher that you just can't pick up the ball on. So far, that's been Logan Webb for JP. Looks like Julio takes his time. Obviously, just joined the Mariners, did make a roster move today, trading Tris Flexen and Trevor Gott for Zach Mukenhern. The 1-1, I think I mispronounced his name every time. Julio fouls that off 1-2. Essentially, all that move is you get rid of Chris Flexen's $4 million salary, and you had to throw in Trevor Gott. I know people seem to hate that trade. I don't have a problem with it. There are Trevor Gotts laying around everywhere. Not a big deal. The 1-2. Outside 2-2. Good take from Julio. Julio's OPS up to 723 on the season. Good series against Tampa. Hopefully a sign of things to come here before the All-Star break for Julio. The 2-2 outside 3-2. Good take. Longest streak of the year for the Mariners, 11 straight games with the home run. I don't so much care about that. I want to see the longest winning streak of the year, which I'm not. I think 4 is their longest. They're at 2 right now. Julio up the middle. That's right to the second baseman. Wisely flips over to first for out number 2. Kind of bad camera work by Root. They keep showing the replay and didn't show the at bat. Quick 2 outs here for the Mariners. That will bring up Jarred Kelenic. And I missed the first pitch. Looked like it was called a strike. That looked low. So 0-1 on Jarred Kelenic. And Webb's 0-1 to Jarred. Fouled off quickly, 0-2. Mariners just not looking sharp here against Webb. Got a bird yelling outside. Sounded like somebody screaming. That's nice. That's what you want to hear. The 0-2 from Webb to Kelenic. This will be Webb's 42nd pitch. The 0-2. Line drive up the middle, right and caught by the second baseman Wisely. So Kelenic hits it on the screws for an out. Again, story of the year for the Mariners there. We go to the bottom of the third. No score from San Francisco. Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm going to do Seahawks games. Probably not. Maybe 8, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Julio and Kelenic, I thought both hit the ball pretty hard there. It's just unfortunate. Kind of the story of the year for the Mariners. Again, you guys know I'm not saying everything's been bad luck, but as much as they don't look sharp against Webb, Teoscar hit it on the screws for an out into right field. And then Julio and Kelenic both had pretty solid contact. All the Seahawks games, I wish. If I could, I would. And I'll do some playoff. And you know what? Every single Sunday, I start my stream at 9 in the morning. We do early games, Seahawks games, Sunday night, and then Monday night. How about 9 hours of football streaming every single Sunday? I do want to do that. I am going to do that at least once this year for football. I am going to do a all-day stream. We'll do the early. It'll be like when the Seahawks have an afternoon game. We'll do red zone or something for early games. Seahawks at 1, and then the Sunday nighter, if I'm still functioning. We'll head to the bottom of the third here. For the Giants, it'll be the shortstop Schmidt, Wade, and Peterson, 9, 1, and 2 due up. But yeah, the Mariners have actually hit the ball pretty hard. Teo hit one to right hard. Julio and Kelenic hit a line drive. Julio on the ground hit it hard. Not saying they're playing well. They've had some rough at-bats, but hasn't been all bad. Ooh, that one might be tough for me because it's an early game, and I'm usually not home early on Sundays. I probably actually, you never know. Never say never. That one might be tough for me to do, unfortunately. That's probably going to be a no. But we'll see. You never know. You never know. Yeah, I agree. That's a game I have Seattle losing, especially after I think they can win the home opener, going on the road, first road game. I kind of have that as a loss. But we'll see. You never know. You never know what's going to happen between now and then. Here's Schmidt to lead it off. Sideline report, what is up? Hopefully the Lions lose to your Packers. They play the first week of the season. Is it Packers-Lions? No, Packers play the Bears first week. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in those games. That division is going to be crazy. If you guys haven't yet, subbed up the Sideline report and watch his videos as well. The 0-1, Schmidt hits it foul, 0-2. I think it was Schmidt that caught Kelenic's line drive, not the second baseman. Favorite Seahawk past and present. Oh, boy. No loss to the Seahawks. Hopefully for you, the Lions lose to the Seahawks. 17-0. Lions versus Packers in the chat. I love it. I love it. Schmidt swings and misses. The bat goes flying. That's me with the NFC West. Always do it. Always do it. Always got to root against the NFC West. And I'm sorry, favorite. Let me get back to this one. Favorite Seahawks past and present. It's got to be Bobby currently. I could say Bobby for both, honestly. Trying to go back a little bit. Walter Jones, Steve Largent. Well, Largent was a little bit before my time. I'm going to say current is Bobby just because of what he's meant to the organization. Wade takes outside ball one. And past, I can't say Russ just with everything. Man, I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that one. Probably Walter Jones just because I love seeing a left tackle to those guys in the trenches dominate. It's probably Walt. That's outside 2-1. Who do you think is better, Acuna? Oh, Acuna easily. Pat. Oh, yeah. Kenny Easley's another good one. A little bit before my time, though. Broken my heart 1,000 times. I bet, but you got a little revenge, and you helped out the Seahawks last year, Sanctuary. So it was appreciated. The 2-0 from Wu to Lamont Wade Jr. That ball's hit pretty deep to right field. Kelenic going back. It's off the wall. Not played well by Kelenic. This might be a triple. No, Wade will hold up at second with a double. That's a tough right field to play. It looked like Kelenic had a little bit of trouble out there. It is a one-out double for the Giants. You know what? I loved Matt Hasselbeck. Oh, that playoff game. Oh, man. You know what's funny is that one didn't hurt me that much. I was just impressed they hung in there with the Packers. And I thought that Seahawks team was going to take off. And they did 2 years later. Yeah, it was something insane. Walter Jones. That game was something else. Here is Jock Peterson. But that was a fun game. That one didn't bother me as much. That's low 1-0. Because I really thought the Seahawks were about to take off there. So that loss doesn't hurt as much as some other playoff losses, as crazy as that sounds. And yeah, if you go back and watch some Walter Jones highlights, some of the domination against great DNs is, incredible. The 1-0 from Wu to Jock Peterson after a one-out Wade double is in there for a strike, 1-1. Lamont Wade did not miss a home run by much, and Jared Kelenic did not miss a catch by much. Just goes to show, game of inches. Teo hits one out there. It's caught. I think Wade's was hit a little bit harder, but still it's, that gets down, and then the Giants one, Mariners one doesn't get down. The Giants one does. It's a game of inches. Wu's 1-1 to Jock Peterson. Looks off the second in the pitch. Down low, 2-1. Nice block by Cal. Keeps Wade at second base. That's a good one. Yeah, that was probably my favorite win of all time. Was that 2000 Farmers Championship game. Exactly. The overtime was repaid. That game was insane. I had given up. I was throwing things, and then that comeback was insane. The 2-1 from Wu to Peterson. Ground ball. Great play by Colton Wong. Flips it over to Ford for the out. Saves a run. Wade gets to third, but there's two down. Nice play by Colton Wong at second base. No Seahawks-Packers game this year. I know me and Sideline Report will definitely be doing some live streams, though, for football this year. That's going to be a lot of fun. I've never done a football live stream. Very, very much looking forward to that. Little conversation between Wu and Cal here with J.D. Davis coming up. Good hitting third baseman for the Giants. 2 outs, runner at third. It's a really nice play by Colton Wong. He's grimacing a little bit. That's not good to see. That was a nice play by Colton. 6th major league start for Bryan Wu. Giants had a one-out double from Lamont Wade Jr. Peterson grounded out, and here is J.D. Davis. Davis struck out his last at-bat. Wu is ready, and the pitch to Davis. Swing and a miss, strike one, 0-1. And I will get to all the comments here as soon as the half inning is over. Pirates up 1-0 on the Dodgers. So if you're a Giants fan, that's good news. Padres up 3-0 on the Angels. Good news for the Mariners. Wu's 45th pitch of the evening is an 0-1 to J.D. Davis. Grounder hit to third. Gino charging. He's got to hurry. Throws over in time. Nice play by Gino. Kind of had it in that back wrist area of the glove, but got it out. And the Mariners escaped the third inning without giving up a run, 0-0. Threw a chair on wall, made a hole. I was the opposite. So when Seattle was down 19-7 and Russ threw the pick, it went off Kearse's hand, and I don't remember who the DB was that intercepted it. You might remember Sideline Report. I don't remember. And it was funny because the DB, I'm going to go on a rant here. I'll get to everybody else's comment, but the DB intercepted it, and I forgot who it was from the Packers, but they were like, go down, go down, go down. And he actually had room to return that interception. He could have probably even, I don't know if he would have gotten a pick six, but he could have returned it. I was like, go down, because like 4 minutes to go. So I think they're like, just go down. And then the Seahawks ended up come back and winning. I wonder, that's when I threw things, because I was like, game's over. There's no way. But I wonder, and I forgot who the DB was, but I wonder if he ended up returning that if the Packers win that. Because you get into field goal range, you go 22-7, just kind of changes that whole thing there. That game was more just like, that game was a better played game than 14, but I think 14 was just more emotional. Yeah, I couldn't either, man. He killed us. Actually, the Seahawks kind of killed Kaepernick over the course of the season, for sure. So 0. Wow. I don't think that's true because OC Umenyiora beat him twice in a game in 05. So I think he has given up sacks, but who knows who it's actually attributed to. I think the Mariners are better than the Nationals. I know they lost a series, but I would be shocked if the Mariners don't finish with a better record. 3 fumble recoveries for Big Walt. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Mariners doing a good job. Sideline reporting nearly as bad. Zion team the Super. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, ended up punting. If they would have just returned that interception, I get what they were trying to do. It's like, dude, don't risk it. But I do wonder if they return that, if they end up doing something. Seahawks played hurt. Oh yeah, they were all down. Probably should have went down if there was exactly. And I get it. Like 4 minutes to go, you're kind of like, hey, go down. But like looking back, it's little things. It's easy to say now they shouldn't have blown the lead. From a Packers standpoint, if you're a Packers fan, but it's those little things to look back on. To see, use my Mariners an online rated show. Yes. I haven't played the show in a while. William, that's a good point. Earl Thomas separated shoulders. Sherman broke his arm. Cam Chancellor, didn't he tear his Achilles before the Super Bowl? Cliff Averill got the concussion in the game. That team was so banged up. It's a miracle they almost beat Brady. Oh, your Flick's a little ahead of me, so we'll take it. Looks like Teo. Oh, yeah, Teo with a single. Thank you, Root Sports, for not showing it. I appreciate that, but Teoscar Hernandez with a single. Good job by Root Sports. We got to get those commercials in there. Cal Raleigh showing bunt, and he'll take strike 1. They must have third base kind of vacated. I can't imagine we're at the point in the year where they need the big dumper to bunt. Good to see you, Starkey. Thanks for coming in, man. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping in. So Root Sports does not show it, but Teoscar Hernandez let off with a single. Here's Cal Raleigh. Or maybe it's just my MLB TV. Cal hits it foul 0-2. It could have just been my MLB TV, maybe. Sometimes they don't get the commercials right. Have a good one, Sideline, man. You have a blessed night as well. Always good to see you. Have a great 4th, man. Enjoy it. Stay safe. Lost our... Oh, yeah, that's right. And Jeremy Lane with that brutal broken leg. Forgot about that after his interception. The 0-2. Outside 1-2. And then third old Simon had to play, and he just got burned all game. I really, I always sound like I make excuses, but I really do think, I got a new sub, so thank you to everybody that's new that subbed. I appreciate it. So 14 away from 1,500. But, yeah, really just a frustrating game. It's amazing the Seahawks hung on as long as they did. I'll tell you something about that after this at-bat. Cal's going to hit that to center. He is frustrated. Coming in is the center fielder, Matos. He'll make the catch one away. Seattle, despite all that, was up 24-14 with about 11 minutes to go. Everyone talks about the Jermaine Kearse drop. That was one they had. They were up by 10. He dropped it. It was a 3rd and 15. Bruce Irvin had just sacked Brady. It was 3rd and 15. I think Irvin got through again. Brady stepped up in the pocket and found Edelman. They were deep in their territory. You make that stop, force the Patriots to punt, I think you win that football game. Nobody talks about that play, but a really underrated one. It's why Brady's one of the GOATs. Geno takes a strike on the inside corner. Good pitch. Man, Webb's pitches are just dancing everywhere. Teoscar led off with a single. Cal Raleigh flew out. Flick's home run pick does not come through there. Geno, who's 1 for 1, swinging a better bat of late. The 1-1 from Webb to Geno. Outside 2-1. Oh, excuse me. That was an 0-1. Now it's 1-1. Geno's 1 for 1. That's where I got mixed up. There's Stephen Vogt, played for the Giants. Mostly known for the A's, but did play for the Giants for a little bit. Mariners coach and bullpen coach. Geno, 225, 9 homers, 49 RBIs. Would love a Geno home run hot streak to really get this team going. The 1-1. Inside 2-1. Good take by Geno. Runner at first, 1 out. We're in the top of the 4th. Let me change that. It's not the bottom of the 3rd. I apologize. We're talking football, which is awesome. And it's throwing me off here. We are 0-0, top of the 4th. 2-1. Webb looks at Teoscar at first. This will be Webb's 51st pitch of the night. And the pitch. Taken down low, 3-1. Good take from Geno. Mike Ford was Flick's pick to home run. Sleepy had Cal Raleigh. I apologize, Flick. You probably corrected me in the comments already, haven't checked. But you picked Mike Ford to homer. I apologize. It was Sleepy that had the dumper, and I had Colton Wong. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. Gino sitting dead red fastball there. Yes, that's I caught it, guys. I did. Let's hope a big and then Kellenick and Kellenick too. All right. I got Colton Wong, and we'll see. I'll take Gino right here on this pitch. I'll take Gino right here. Throw over to first. No, he's safe. Sorry, look the way I looked real quick and I thought he was out for a second. I'm going to say Gino right here. Why not? Let's see. 3-2 pitch. You don't want to walk him. Now, Logan Webb does not throw any straight pitches. They all kind of bend. The 3-2. And on the hands, that might drop in. Shortstop going back, and it will drop in. Schmidt can't get to it. First and second with one out. Gino 2 for 2. It's not a home run, but we'll take it. Gino, the singles machine, and that will bring up Flicks, pick to click, Mr. Mike Ford, who has been a singles machine recently. Here's Ford. Yeah, here's your 3-run home run that you called for last in the second inning. So let's hope they can get it here. Some good football talk in the chat. Always fun. Always down to talk a little football. Giants going over some signs here. And the man, the myth, the F-350, Mike Ford, the diesel truck steps in. Not a lot of speed out there, so you got to be careful of the double play here. Webb, a ground ball pitcher. His pitch is in there for strike 87. Looks like an 80. Looks like he throws that sinker 87 and then that two-seamer's 94. I don't think I've seen a straight just fastball from Webb. It is sinker and kind of two-seam, right? Sinker, two-seam, kind of the same thing, but it's more of a running fastball. That misses down low, 1-1. It's kind of a sinker than a running fastball is how I would probably describe it. People that know the pitching a little bit better than me could maybe correct me on that. Teoscar with a single. Cal flew out. Gino with the one-out bloop single. Mike Ford singled his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1. Good take from Ford. Mariners with 4 hits, 1 walk. They've struck out 6 times. Next pitch will be 57 from Webb. Dylan Moore's on deck. If it gets to it, then Colton Wong is in the hole. We're in the top half of the 4th inning. The 2-1. Swing and was it a miss or a foul tip? No, swing and a miss. So the runners will advance, I think. It was not a foul ball? Or are they saying it was foul? Let's see. I don't think so. I think he just swings over the top. So the Mariners get a little bit of a break there. Second and third. So a fly ball will get a run home. Ford is in a 2-strike hole, though. But the runners do advance on I'm assuming they're going to call that a pass ball. Mike Ford takes his timeout. 2-2 pitch coming here. Runners at second and third. Ford looking to get an RBI. He's done pretty good in these spots, actually. The 2-2. Takes it 3-2. Good job by Ford. Webb not giving in. Probably won't give in either. I imagine he's not going to get a great pitch to hit. I think Webb is okay getting to Dylan Moore here and loading him up. I'm sure he'd love to get Ford to swing, but a walk probably isn't the worst thing in his eyes. The 3-2, inside ball 4 and low. Bases are loaded for Dylan Moore. This would be a great time for D-Mo to break out of it. Let's do it. Yeah, pass ball. It was hard to tell. It looked like he might have foul tipped it, but he didn't clearly on the replay. We've got a couple Demo fans in here. I know Animal Sanctuary, and who else was the big Demo stan in there? I mean, I've liked Dylan Moore, but rough start. The series 1 for 22 on the season. So 1 hit is a home run. This would be a great time to break out of it. 1 career grand slam for Dylan Moore. He would be tough to double up. The pitch from Webb. Swing and a miss at a ball. 0-1. Not a good start. Yeah, Moore needs to step up. Absolutely. That's why I think that, Webb wasn't too disappointed with a walk there. Rough starts here for Dylan Moore. Not only is he making a lot of outs, he is swinging and missing a lot. That's on the ground foul. And Dylan Moore is quickly in an 0-2 hole. Tough matchup with Webb. Webb is a ground ball pitcher. Bases are loaded here. The good news is that Dylan Moore can put something in play. He's fast enough that he should be able to beat it out and at least allow a run to score. But he's in an 0-2 hole here. And Demo has been a strikeout machine to start his 2023 campaign. Webb and Sable. Webb will step off the mound. I didn't think I guess you're allowed to do that once or something. Mariners are 14-13 in season openers, series openers this season. Here is the 0-2 to Dylan Moore. That's going to get away, and that should score a run. Teoscar will score. The runners move up. 1-0 Mariners on a wild pitch. We'll take it. I will absolutely take that. 1-0 Mariners. Wild pitch scores Teoscar Hernandez. Runners all move up, so second and third now with one out. And it's sorry, I apologize. I keep bumping the table. I'm not trying to make everybody throw up here. Yeah, good at bat, Stephen. I think you were talking about Mike Ford. That was a really nice at bat. Ford's 1 for 1 with a walk. Here's the 1-2 to Demo. Well outside 2-2. Almost threw that one away. 1-0 Mariners on a wild pitch. We'll take it. We will take it. Yes, absolutely. We'll take exactly. Beggars cannot be choosers, and the Mariners are beggars right now. The 2-2 to Dylan Moore. Strike 3 called. Dylan Moore has just been brutal. If it weren't for the fact that A.J. Pollock is sucking wind and half the roster is struggling, I would send Demo down. He's just timing is off. I mean, even like he's not making hard outs or anything. Luckily for that wild pitch. Second and third, 2 outs for Colton Wong. My pick to homer tonight. We'll take a base hit, though. 1-0 Mariners, courtesy of a wild pitch by Logan Webb. Here is Colton Wong. Line drive foul down the left field line. Pretty good contact there by Wong. Mariners are making Webb throw some pitches this inning. This next one will be 66. Yeah, you know, if it Service really needs to, I think trying to get him some at bats. Here's the pitch to Wong up high. I think you got to keep, if you're going to have guys on the roster, you got to give them at bats to keep them going. But I do wonder if they could benefit from sending Dylan Moore down. The problem is AJ Pollock's been bad. I mean, you know, Colton Wong's been bad. So it's tough right now. The 1-1 to Colton Wong on the ground, and I'm looking at messages coming on the computer. Fouled off 1 and 2. I apologize, guys. I'm thinking it's comments coming in, but our laptop is like hooked up to the phone messages, so it's throwing me off. I apologize. 1 and 2 on Colton Wong, who for some reason was my pick to click tonight. Don't know why. The 1-2. Line drive. Caught by Way. That's ridiculous. That is just the Mariners' luck summed up all season. That was 3-0 pegged for right field. Colton Wong hits that hard. It was very loud. I'm sorry. Yeah, one hit. It was that home run against the Yankees. Go down, look. Yep. Yeah, got to try to get contact on it. Horrible point. I mean, in fairness, Colton Wong just absolutely stung that ball. I mean, that thing was pegged for right field. I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm not big on lineup construction. I don't think it matters that much. The bigger frustration for the Mariners this year, in all honesty, is Gino's power hasn't been there. Julio's been more of a decent player than a superstar. Cal Raleigh's not been that great. He's been okay. Teo's been up and down, mostly up recently. You know what I mean? That's more what's hurting this team. Like Dylan Moore not being last year's Dylan Moore. Colton Wong going from solid average player to garbage. That's what's hurting him more in my mind. But Colton Wong does sting the ball hard there, right into and out. But unfortunately, Mariners do get a run on the wild pitch. But yeah, Dylan Moore with the really bad at bat in that inning. Dylan's got to get the bat on the ball there. Something in the air, make it 2-0. You had a chance to, yeah, exactly. You just got to make contact there if you're Dylan Moore, something. And here's the thing, like 1-0 to me, I'm never like, oh yeah, because rarely does a game end 1-0. But you go up 2, hey, you give yourself a little room there. You start to get to the point where you can start adding on then. So we'll see. Yeah, that was just that's been the Mariners' luck all season. I want to be clear. When I say this team's been unlucky, they have not been good. They have been very average. But man, with a little bit better luck, this team probably is 42-40. And I think we'd be feeling a lot better about this team than they are right now. Like they have been a little snake bed. And that right there is a perfect example. Colton Wong absolutely stings that ball. But the first base makes the catch. That's huge because that gets down the line. It's 3-0 with Wong standing at second base. And it's going to force Webb to throw, 3 or 4 more pitches. Here we go. It is Michael Conforto, who's 1 for 1, leading off the bottom of the fourth. And he'll foul that one off 0-1. 1-0 Mariners. They do get the lead on a wild pitch. So we'll take it. Better be up 1-0 than down 1-0. So the Mariners do strike first tonight in the Bay Area. Woo is ready. And his 0-1 to Conforto. Outside 1-1. Woo so far tonight, 3 innings. Is not allowed to run. Has given up some hits. Has worked out of some jams. Logan Webb with 7 strikeouts through 4 innings. I'm going to take a quick break after this inning to let my dog outside, make sure she's doing okay. The 1-1. Conforto fouls that one off. It'll get out of play. 1-2. Check out the old comments. I don't like the idea of Teo playing the outfield in San Francisco, but maybe, trying to think what you could do. I'll think about that for a second. Needs to pop. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. That was hit on the line. Saying they want to give more AB, but oh yeah, for sure. I do agree though with love you too, Tone. Good to see you. Have a great night, Gunny. Good to see you. I Flick though, I do agree 100% about getting Murphy in there. They 100% need Murphy's bat. He has been red hot. Murphy should be in there. Find a way. Even for Cal, like at this point right now, give Cal a couple days off. 2-2. That pitch missed high from Woo to Conforto. Woo is ready and is 2-2. Inside 3-2. Pretty good pitch. You want that a little bit more on the plate, but a good pitch. 3-2. I don't like the idea of Teo in the outfield in this series. There's a lot of weird winds in San Francisco. It's a tough outfield to play. So from that aspect, I'm okay with Dylan Moore being out there. But it's just tough because, everybody's sucking a little bit. The 3-2. Fouled off, probably ball 4. And that's the hard part. Just no one's really stepping up. Who let the dogs out? Yes, I need to go. Exactly. Or just the dog, the one. It's tough right now because this team just doesn't have a lot of guys that you can put in there. So I get frustrations, but it's the 3-2. Up high, ball 4. Leadoff walk. I swear this team just can't have 1, 2, 3 innings sometimes. Like, it's just, you get a run, you got to shut them down. That will bring up Yastrzemski, who walked his last time up. So we'll lose his strike zone a little bit there. We have an interview with a Mariners fan in the stands that I don't care. Cool. I'm not just, it's Brian Woo's mom. Okay, I'm sorry. That was rude. That's awesome. That's cool that she's there. I thought it was just some random fan from the Bay Area. It's not. It's Brian Woo's mom. So that's awesome. Here's Yastrzemski stepping in. The pitch. Misses, ball 1. That's a pretty good pitch. That should have been called. I mean, that pitch has been a strike all night. Now it's a ball. 1-0. Conforto, the runner at first, he led off with a walk. He's 1 for 1 with a walk, reached base both times. Yastrzemski walked his last time up. The 1-0. Up high, 2-0. So Brian Woo having trouble here finding the strike zone. He had trouble with these two last in the second inning as well, Conforto and Yastrzemski. So this is kind of the part of the order that seems to be giving Mr. Woo some fits. He takes a deep breath. Your mom's being interviewed, Brian. Shut him down for mom. The 2-0 pitch. Yastrzemski hits that one pretty solid to right field. Kelenic coming over, calls off Julio, makes the catch, and that's out number 1. So good job there by Brian Woo. Kyle, that's a good question. Actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know if he's upset with, it was a ball, so I don't know if he's upset with Woo, if there was a call in there that he was upset with, but maybe with Woo a little bit. It's an interesting question about Caballero playing the outfield. Might not be a bad idea to get him some reps out there, to be honest, because they don't have a righty that can, really play the outfield. They're trying with Pollock and Demo. Here's a pitch to Matos in there for a strike. And this is kind of the problem with everybody underperforming. But then it's like, if you put Cobb in the outfield, then you're stuck with Colton Wong as your everyday second baseman. So it's just like, it's tough. Until some of these guys just step up, you can only mix and match so much. But I wouldn't mind Cobby getting some outfield reps if that's possible. The 0-1 pitch. Matos fouls it off, 0-2. 1 out, 1 on. Conforto led off with a walk. Yastrzemski flew out to right field. That's why I honestly would say just bring Taylor Trammell back up. Like, I don't care if he's a lefty. He's better than Pollock. At least Trammell's going to run into a couple for you. Just bring him back up. That gives you some outfield depth. And then you can DH Murphy and whatnot and do all that. The 0-2 from Woo to Matos, who struck out his last at-bat. Fouls that one off. Just gets a piece. It'll stay 0-2. Agreed. Moses, what is up, man? 1-0 Mariners on a wild pitch they scored on. We're in the bottom of the fourth. 1-0. Teoscar scored. Oh, the Mariners scored. But yeah, Teoscar scored. There you go. Sleepy's hooking you up on a wild pitch. And then the Mariners left second and third with one out, as is their wont normally. And there's 1 on, 1 out here, bottom of the fourth. Woo's 0-2 to Luis Matos. On the ground, this is going to be a tough play. Matos runs well. Gino's throw over to first in time. Nice play by Gino. Matos runs pretty well. That's out number 2. The runner, Conforto, does move to second, but there's 2 down. Nice play by Gino. Nice play. Cabby is Saul. Yeah, I like Cabby. He's a good 26 man. I don't think he's ever you're going to be the answer as the everyday second baseman, just my opinion. But I think he's kind of been what Dylan Moore is what we want Dylan Moore to be. Cabby's kind of been that player. He can play around the infield. He gives you good at bat, showing a little bit of pop, surprisingly. Here is Sable, the catcher, swings and misses. Blake Sable. He reminds me of who's the old Sabo from the Reds had those glasses. Sable wears those. For a second, I was thinking they were related, but that was Chris Sabo. That wasn't Sable, that was Sabo. They look alike. They got those kind of goggle glasses on. The 0-1 pitch to Sable. In there for a strike. That was a ball. So as Rooftop would say, that's a +1 for the Mariners. 0-2. Good pitch though, Woo. Inside corner. Nice frame job. Nice frame by Cal there. That's a nice frame job. And timeout call by Sable. Runner at second, 2 outs. Conforto, he led off the inning with a walk. Yastrzemski flew out. Matos grounded out. And now 0-2 on Blake Sable. We're in the bottom of the fourth. It's 1-0 Mariners here. If you're just joining the stream, hit the like button. If you're not subbed, remember to subscribe. And the 0-2 from Woo to Sable is on the way. And it's fouled away. We'll do the 0-2 again. Check some of the comments here. We got a lot of them. You are good. He singled. Gino singled. Ford walked. Wild pitch. Scored. Moore struck out. And then Wong hit a line drive that was caught. Could have easily been a double. I agree with that. No, sorry for what? You don't have to be sorry. I'm not a grammar Nazi. You're fine. I just couldn't put together for the 0-2. Misses outside 1-2. Never apologize. Yep, exactly. Yeah, single. No, it was 2 pass balls. That advanced him to second and third. Then Ford walked. So yeah, you're right. It was 2 pass balls. 1-2 from Woo to Sable. And the pitch. That ball's hit pretty deep to center field. Julio going back to the track. Gone. 2-run home run, and the Giants take the lead on a 2-strike home run by the catcher, and it's 2-1. 2 outs, and this team just cannot. So frustrating. Again, almost like when you had the bases loaded, should have scored more runs. And you've got kind of the backup catcher there with 2 strikes. I mean, it's not a bad pitch. It's 95 up high. Thought maybe Julio had a play on that for a second. It's almost like Dylan Moore. You can get a run there. This team I swear, no team is worse at having shutdown innings than the Mariners. Swing and a miss by Wisely. I'm assuming it's Wisely. Wisley? I'm saying Wisely. I don't know. This team just cannot have shutdown innings. They score and they just give them right back. For as good as this staff is, it's just been their MO, I feel like, all season. The 0-1. And they're 0-2. Super frustrating. Yep. 2 strikes. I mean, it's like, it's 1-2. Like, it's just frustrating. It wasn't a bad pitch. It was 95. It wasn't even a strike, technically. So credit to Sable for getting that. And Sable's had a pretty good, decent year. He's got some pop. It's just that just kind of been this team this year. The 0-2. Fouled off. Just can't really put it together. And it's just frustrating because I'm not going to lie. Ford's been hitting the ball well. Yeah, I agree. Listen, it's just, to me, though, I don't know if that's on Scott or just on these guys not performing well. I mean, who else do you put down there right now? Cabby, maybe, but, still, the 0-2 up high 1-2. And I think they have Teo DHing just because this is a tough ballpark to play the outfield in. So I get that. I get that. This guy's got to perform better. The 1-2 from Wu to Wisely, 2-1 Giants, bottom of the fourth, and the pitch. Fly ball right to Jared Kelenic, right to Dylan Moore, Moore going back. That wind is really playing havoc. Moore takes a step back, makes the catch. That'll retire the side in the fourth, but Sable's 2-run home run has given the Giants a 2-1 lead. Yeah, I think they yeah, I agree with that. More just Dylan Moore, you need a ground ball there, 2-2, and we're okay. I mean, I'll give Colton Wong, he's been awful this season, but I mean, he did sting that ball. I mean, I bet you the expected batting average on that hit by Wong was like 800 something. You know, that's where the Mariners have been a bit unlucky. But like always swing and miss with. Yeah, seriously, it's kind of been with all the pitchers this year. It seems like that's kind of been it. And, you know, it's like I said, in this team right now, just the way they've been playing, and I know they won the last series, but I mean, you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. Doesn't it just feel like ball game when that stuff happens to you? I mean, it's just me, but let's hope so. Let's hope they bounce back. I appreciate the optimism there from you guys. It's just frustrating right now with this team, and they need to get something going with a winning streak, and it's just not there. Yeah, exactly. Get a 6. Wu's been fine. Giants have been swinging the bats pretty well. I can't be mad at what he's done tonight. You know, that top of the fourth was just a perfect microcosm of what the Mariners season has been, with bad play versus some bad luck. Dylan Moore, awful at bat. And then Colton Wong stings it. I mean, that gets by. It's 3-2 Mariners right now. Or who knows? You know, maybe Sable doesn't hit that home run because Wu pitches differently. So I'm sorry, it's like the 8th time I've need the desk. But it's really just been the microcosm of the season for the Mariners. Wu was at 69 pitches through 4 innings, so probably 6 innings for Wu. Grilling out on the kayaks in San Francisco. It is cold weather there, 64 degrees and windy. It is jacket weather in July in San Francisco. J.P. Crawford leads it off and takes ball one inside. Let's see if the Mariners can answer back here in the top of the 5th. 2-1 Giants. J.P., Julio, and Kelenic, 1, 2, and 3. See if they can make something happen. J.P. takes strike 1. J.P. has not looked good in his 2 at-bats against Webb. In fact, he struck out on 6 pitches. Won't be the case this time. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Unusual for J.P. to not put up some solid at-bats. 2-1 to Mr. J.P. Crawford, who's been hot. On the ground, that's going to be an easy play for the second baseman. Flips it over to first for the out. And hopefully the Mariners can do something. Again, it's been kind of like, it's just been, everything's been frustrating. Like Colton Wong line drive being caught. Dylan Moore having a bad at-bat. Not being able to shut down inning. And this inning's not over, but then it's like the Mariners give up a lead and then they go down 1, 2, 3. You know, so it's just been kind of everything for this team has been frustrating. Let's see if Julio can get something going. Julio's 0 for 1 with a walk today. Webb's pitch to Julio. It's strike. As Rooftop would say, that is a -1. That looked outside. Close pitch, borderline, but it goes the way of Mr. Logan Webb. 0-1 to Julio. And the pitch. Julio hits a line drive to center field. It's going to be caught because it's right at the center fielder, because the Mariners' line drives go right at players. 2 outs. Julio stung that, but when the Mariners sting a ball, it's not allowed to fall in for hits. That's 3 balls today the Mariners have absolutely stung. Teo's, Julio's, and Colton Wong's had all been outs. I mean, I will say that. Like, say what we want about this team, and I'm not – they have been good, but just everything they sting seems to be right out somebody. Here's Jared Kelenic, who I believe was Flick's other pick for a home run today. He takes a ball outside, 1-0. Exactly. I quoted that already in the first inning when we heard a 64. I busted out the Tony Bennett line. Kelenic with a line drive into the gap. We'll see if he goes for 2. He's out of the box hard, going for 2. The throw from Yastrzemski, not in time. Good hustle double from Jared Kelenic. And that's smart there to go for second. When you got 2 outs, put yourself in scoring position if you can. Good at bat. Nice job by Jared Kelenic. 110 off the bat. So finally, Mariners sting one that goes in for a hit. Nice job by Jared Kelenic, and great hustle out of the box too. And that's heads up. Like when with 2 outs, that's a fine. You try for the double there because you put yourself in scoring position. Now the Mariners a base hit away from tying, and if Teoscar Hernandez can step up, Kelenic's 33 extra base hits leads the team. Outside 1-0 to Teoscar, who's 1 for 2 with a single. He stung the ball back in the first inning as well. Webb, this will be pitch number 78 for him, is 1-0 to Teo. On the ground, right to the first baseman for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-1 Giants. It's frustrating, this team. It is just like Teo doesn't mean to swing at that, and it rolls fair. I know I sound salty. It's just been team just cannot get on like a roll. And this game is far from over, but it's just, I don't know, just is what it is. This team just doesn't, we'll see. Hopefully they can come back and find a way. If you just joined the stream, hit the like button for me. And if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button for me as well. We have a 2-1 game going to the bottom of the 5th. Mariners scored their run on a wild pitch. Giants got their run, 2 runs on a 2-run, 2-out home run by catcher Blake Sabol. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I'll get back to some of the comments here. Yeah, I mean, and of course, like 7K is 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position, and it's just, these other teams seem to have, and Giants actually not been great with runners in scoring position today either. It's like other teams get these guys on, they get the big hits, the Mariners just haven't gotten it this year. I know they did yesterday. Actually, the last 2 games they have. But if this team wants to get back in it, they have got to go on some kind of winning streak here. And this game, they've had chances. I'm like, when did we get run? Oh, it is. Sleepy, I swear, every time. This team cannot have a shutdown inning. And I'm not going to put this game on Brian. Woo, he's been fine. And then when the Mariners come back out there, they don't score. It's just kind of been this team's MO all season. They just seem to give up runs right after scoring. Now, they should have scored more. Dylan Moore had a terrible at-bat. Colton Wong stung the ball. They probably should have had a couple more runs, at least 1 more. They should at least have 2, and that's on them. Colton Wong's is a shame, but Dylan Moore needs to have better at-bat. He puts bat on the ball, they score a run. Here is Schmidt, the shortstop, leading off. Takes strike 1 from Brian Wu. We're in the bottom of the 5th, 2-1 Giants. That pitch is number 70 for Brian Wu. So hopefully he can get through 6 today. Wu's 0-1 to Schmidt on the way. Inside 1-1, almost hit him. Schmidt, Wade, and Peterson do up for the Giants here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Schmidt struck out his last time up in the 3rd. 241, 2 homers, 21 RBIs on the year for Schmidt. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Good pitch from Wu. I don't know why Demo still. Yeah, Riley, welcome in, man. If you're new, hit the sub and the like button for me if you are new. Appreciate you joining. I think right now it's just a matter of like so many people underperforming. It's hard to say who you want to kick off the team right now. Yeah, it is. It is. Hopefully they can get something going today. It really has been. Here's the pitch, and did he go around? I think he did. Yes, he did. Strike 3. It's funny that they've been so inconsistent. They've actually been consistent. I mean, it's funny because they actually don't have any major losing streaks either. They have not lost a ton of games in a row, but it's just 1-1-1. And this game's not over. I should not be getting this negative. It's 2-1 bottom of the 5th. But that's how this team's been. I just look at this game and it feels like over. 1 run feels insurmountable sometimes for this team. Here's Lamont Wade takes ball 1. And I know they came back from down 5 yesterday, so I shouldn't say that. But it does just feel that way. And I think the problem for Dylan Moore is just, AJ Pollock needs to go. Dylan Moore needs to go. Colton Wong needs to go. They have so many guys that need to go that it's tough on who you pick. The 1-0 pitch. Wade swings and hits it right to Mike Ford. Nice play. Steps on the bag for out number 2. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th. Very, very much so, Moses. Very, very much so. Yeah, exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, my negativity on this team is not, I'm not going to apologize for it. They've been frustrating. They're 2 games under 500 for a team that we thought might have a chance to compete to win it all. So, if this team was 10 games over, a game like this would not have me. I'd go, it happens. Let's battle back. But right now, it's just frustrating. Still hope they do, but it's just been frustrating. Here's Jock Peterson. Takes outside, ball 1, 1-0. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You guys are exactly right. It's frustrating because we've seen this happen. It's the cause and effect. The Mariners showing us right now. It's exactly right. I'm just reacting what's happening up high 2-0. And we're more than halfway through the season now, and it's been this way all year. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry, guys, just had to mute myself for a second there. I don't know what happened here. Peterson's upset. Looks like Brian Woo's pitching in front. They said 100 friends and family. I think what happened here? It was a late timeout. Peterson calls a timeout. Peterson wants that to be on Woo. I don't know why. He called timeout, then it was granted, and then he's upset. I think maybe Woo was taking too long, but there's a pitch clock, so I don't know what could possibly be the issue there. I don't know. I haven't even seen the pitch clock. Is it working tonight? I don't even see it down there, to be honest. Maybe Woo hasn't gotten to that point yet. 2-0 pitch. Peterson hits a fly ball. Should be playable for Julio. He comes over, makes the catch. Easy 1-2-3 inning for Brian Woo. Way to the top of the 6th. Still 2-1 Giants. You're gonna, no worries. No spelling apologizing needed on my streams. Does not bother me one bit. We'll head to the top of the 6th. Sorry for all the dings coming in. I apologize about that. Yeah, sir, that was like the first 1-2-3. And of course, it's like it can't be when they take the 1-0 lead. It's got to be afterwards here. Oh man, the Mariners just this. I mean, listen, a lot of this too is last year was great, but this is 20 years of just built up frustration with the Mariners. Yeah, Brian Woo's been fine today. You can't get mad at someone that's given up just 2 earned runs. Woo right now, 5 innings, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, 6 Ks. Just checking some stuff. Could people stop with the messaging and the dinging on the phone? If you guys are new here, make sure to hit subscribe. I'm 14 subs away from 1,500. And watching the videos helps, as always, for me as well to get my watch hours up. So I can start having super chats in these, which would be a lot of fun. Not that honestly, I would still do these regardless. Oh my gosh. These dings. You guys are probably leaving because of the dings. I'm sorry. Don't leave. Stay in. There's probably a way to turn those off. I just don't know how to do it. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Mariners here. So it'll be Cal, Gino, and Ford. Cal was Sleepy's pick to click for a home run. So let's see if he can come through for him here. Here is Cal Raleigh against Logan Webb. Inside, ball 1. Cal is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. Webb at 79 pitches. So if you have a good inning here, you could get Webb out of here after 6. That would be nice. Cal sends that down the left field line. Should be getting out of play. 1-1. Giants bullpen's been, oh my gosh, these dings are driving me absolutely nuts. 1-1 to Cal Raleigh. And the pitch. Low, but it's called a strike. Some started out really good. It's Lance Barrett, and he has been really bad the last couple innings. It was borderline, but again, just with everything going for the Mariners right now, it's just frustrating. 1-2 to Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss at a pitch not anywhere near the zone. Cal continues to struggle. At no point was that pitch a strike, and Cal swung at it. 1 down. Now I'll bring up Gino, who's 2 for 2. Sorry, guys, you can hear my frustration coming through with this team. I think you guys are there with me. 2-1 Giants, top of the 6th. Mariners scored their run on a wild pitch, left the bases loaded. Well, technically they didn't because they got that run in, but kind of left them loaded. Here's Gino, outside ball 1. Gino and Mike Ford, they have both combined to reach base 4 times today. They've been solid. So let's see if they can do something here. Here's the 1-0 to Gino. In there for a strike. The pitch thing, box not working right now en route. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. game, Logan Gilbert on the hill for the Mariners for the 4th of July. The pitch outside, 2-1. Be nice if the Mariners can get Logan Webb close to 100 pitches. I don't know how long he usually goes. What is it, 85? Here's the pitch. Outside, 3-1. Good at bat by Gino. If he can get on, it will be Flick's call for a home run. Mike Ford coming up. And that would be awesome because that would give the Mariners a lead if Gino can reach. Here's the 3-1. That is just, and that's a strike. Gino heading to first, but that was in there. Good pitch by Webb. I'll tell you, Webb, everything moves. Everything moves on his pitches, 3-2. He has been very effective. I imagine when he's off, it's just those pitches hang up there. The 3-2, strike 3. This team is just, if one thing's not working, if one thing's working, the other one doesn't. It's the story of the year. And I know they've won the last 2 games, but pitching's on, hitting can't hit. Hitting is on, pitching stinks. Story of the year. Mike Ford steps up. Flick's pick for a home run. Let's see if he can put one into McCovey Cove, if it's still called that. Here is Webb's pitch. Ford hits it on the ground, foul, strike 1. Cal struck out. Gino struck out. A Mariners guy doing the K's out there. I don't know why. The 0-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike, 0-2. This team has just been, and Webb's looked good. I'll get into a little rant on that in between innings here. Not sure why a Mariner guy's putting up the Giants strikeout board, but whatever. You got to do what you got to do. Have a good time at the ballpark. The 0-2. Ford hits it on the ground, foul. That was a pretty good pitch to hit, middle of the plate. Should live stream a Roman candle battle tomorrow. Get some friends together and see who catches fire first. Might be less torture than watching this team, right? Ooh, tough play by the ball boy, man. He got in front of it, kept the ball in front of him. The pitch, strike 3 called. Ford, that's in there. It's a strike. This team just looking at pitches. I get they're good pitches, but Mariners go down 1-2-3. Instead of knocking Logan Webb out, he just strikes out the side. We had to the bottom of the 6th, and it's 2-1 Giants. Here's my frustration, and listen, Logan Webb looks really sharp, and I'm 10 strikeouts. Just not trying to take away from him, but I said this when 10. I said 11, so they're going to get that number. And listen, I said this with Lance Lynn. I said it with Patrick Corbin. Logan Webb is much better than those guys, so I'm not taking away from him. But again, I'm tired of hearing, you got to tip your cap to these guys. I am done tipping my cap. I'm done. This team needs to start hitting some people. There's no reason. They should have 2 runs, at least. It's just frustrating. Hannah, welcome in. That's all right. Yep, that's okay if you want to hang out. I'm just venting and complaining about the Mariners. They are down 2-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, going to the bottom of the 6th. And it's just frustrating because this team, again, Logan Webb's a really good pitcher. I'm not taking away, but I'm tired of tipping my cap because every week it seems like we have to do it and we're told to do it. You just got to tip your cap. No, I'm done tipping my cap. No more tips. I don't have any more tips to give in my cap. Okay? This team needs to start winning ball games. They've won 2 in a row. That's awesome. 2 in a row is fine if you're 8 games over and you drop one, but time for this team to start winning some ball games here. And just, again, the pitching's on, the offense is off. The offense hits, the pitching can't get outs. Story of the season for this team. Just been so frustrating. Hannah is in, Flick is in. Hopefully you guys can bring us some good luck here for this game. Been kind of quiet in the chat. I think everyone's just a little frustrated. If you guys are new here, do ask you to hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button, helps the stream out too, just gets it out to more people Thank you to everybody that is in here. I do very, very much appreciate all the support from you guys. You guys make the games a lot easier. Exactly. Yeah. And listen, if the Mariners are 20 games over 500, I will tip it. Sometimes you get beat. Like the 2013 Seahawks get beat, I would have tipped my cap. Done tipping it. Don't have any more tips to give. Here is JD Davis taking ball one up high. So that's where I'm at. Taylor Rogers is at 18 holds. Remains. Yeah, Duvall's been great. So Giants bullpen's been one of the best in baseball. I think they had the second lowest ERA in baseball since the start of June. So it's not going to be easy. The 1-0 from Wu to Davis. Outside. No, it's in there. I don't know where we're at, plus minus. That was a ball called a strike. There is action in the bullpen. Adcock and Spire both getting loose. So if Wu gets into any trouble here, he will probably be done. He's at 80 pitches. Hopefully he gets a quick 1-2-3. And the pitch. Down low, 2-1. Yeah, Duvall's been really good. He's electric too. He throws hard. But yeah, go back to what Riley said. I can't tip the cap anymore. And Webster, I'm not taking away. I'm not saying these guys aren't good. It's just I cannot tip the cap anymore. No more tips. There's no tips left in here. The 2-1 up the middle off of Wu. Nice job. Stops it. Underhands to Ford for out number 1. That might have been pegged for center field. Brian Wu's legs prevent a base hit. 1 down. I have no more cap tips to give. Well, Cal going to get a home run. Sleepy staying with the prediction. I love it. Yeah, Cole Wong's going to get a home run for me too. And then Ford's going to homer eventually here for Flick. So the Mariners are going to win this game 4-2. So we have nothing to sweat here. Conforto is up. 1 out, 1 on. This has been Conforto's given Wu some fits today. He's reached twice with a single and a walk. That drops in there for a strike. 0-1. And he scored a run as well on the Sable home run. This will be pitch 84. It's a shame that Brian Wu's been good, and maybe the team can score a couple runs and get him at W. We'll see. The 0-1. Conforto hits that foul quickly. 0-2. Wu tonight so far. 5 1/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. He's been solid. The 0-2. Oh, Conforto had time called. He will step back in the box, and he will deliver an 0-2 pitch here from Brian Wu. Or Brian Wu will deliver the 0-2 pitch to Conforto. And here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 7th strikeout for Brian Wu. Finally solves Michael Conforto, who had been a little bit of a thorn in his side. And that will bring up Yastrzemski. Kelenic and Ford, 5-2. Twice. Wow, that's insane. That's a lot of WAR for a bullpen to be who's number 1 during that time, William, if you happen to know? Live stream again, Jay, just so I know. Hopefully Thursday. Thursday, Friday. Thursday may be solo. Friday will be with Rooftop for the Astros series. That's outside ball 1. My plan is always Monday, Thursdays, Fridays. If they're off on Mondays, Tuesday. If they're off on Thursdays, nothing I can really do. And then maybe some sprinkled in. I may surprise you guys with the stream or two. It just depends on my schedule sometimes. The 1-0 pitch, inside 2-0. Like I may get home and, my wife's got the kids going somewhere. Sometimes they go over to their cousin's house and go to do pool stuff. So sometimes I have like a free night where I may just hop on occasionally. But Monday, Thursday, Friday, I keep banging this table. I'm sorry, guys. Trying not to make you guys throw up. The 2-0 pitch to Yastrzemski. Pops it up. JP going back. Julio coming in. That wind carrying it to Julio. He'll make the catch. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Brian Wu. Quick game. We had to the top of the 7th. 2-1 Giants. We are at an hour and 36 minutes in this game. We're already going to the 7th inning. So quick game. Giants. Oh, they are number 1. 7 WAR as good. Oh, wait. 7 WAR. Twice as good as, sorry. I read that as second best. I'm sorry, William. That's insane. Yeah, it's not going to be any easier against this bullpen as it's been against Logan Webb. But again, I'm out of cap tips. You guys know that. I cannot tip my cap anymore. Got to get it done. Got to find a way. It's just a shame because Wu was solid today. He's certainly good enough to win the ball game. And that, again, not tipping it, but Logan Webb's been really good. I'm not saying I expected the Mariners to get like 6 runs against Logan Webb, but Dylan Moore could have put bat on ball. and gotten that second run in. They've been a little unlucky. Colton Wong stung that ball. It would have been 3 runs. So, like, they've got to find ways. I'm not asking them to get 10 runs off every starter, but you got to find a way to squeak out 2 or 3 here. And they've had chances to do that today. Marlins are second. Yeah, almost a full win and a half behind. Yeah, pitch clock helping out. I don't mind longer games, but I will say when it's late at night, I do not mind some shorter baseball games. I'd be lying. Day games, afternoon, doesn't bother me that much, but night games, definitely. Yeah, me too. Me too. Hold on, guys. I'm going to mute for just a second. I got to sneeze. Not that I think you guys care if I sneeze or not, but hopefully saving some eardrums here. 2-7 Giants heading to the 7th. Due up for the Mariners will be, who is it? Is it? Oh, good. Dylan Moore, Colton Wong, and J.P. Crawford. I am smelling some offense out of that 8, 9, and 1. I don't know about you guys. Again, I apologize for the saltiness, but my wife came home. She let the dog out. But thank you for reminding me, Flick. I appreciate it. She did get let out. She did. I appreciate the concern. The dog is much more important than the Mariners. Here's Dylan Moore, and he fouls that one off. Didn't mean to swing at it, but it would have been a strike anyways. 0-1. I'm sure Demo will do something here. Or did you? I did not. I did not. She came home. She came home. Thank you guys for checking in. I appreciate it. The 0-1, Dylan Moore. I kind of did forget, but then she came home, so it ended up working out. Webb comes set. His 0-1 to Dylan Moore. Dylan Moore swings at a pitch that wasn't even close, and it's 0-2. Dylan Moore's been so bad. Like, I can't even, like, he's not even making contact with the baseball. He looks like early season Colton Wong. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. I mean, God. I'd rather see put Tom Murphy in left field. That was just awful at bat. I'm smelling something, that's right. Here's Colton Wong. My pick to homer today. This would be a nice time to do it. Looks like Webb will get through 7. He's at 4 straight strikeouts. He's at 11 strikeouts. Dylan Moore with a completely uncompetitive at bat. Here's Colton Wong. That's going to be a line drive into the gap. That'll get down for a base hit. And he'll put the brakes on. It's a 1-out single for Colton Wong. So the Mariners will get the tying run on base here. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Dylan Moore. Maybe, yeah. Not sure if it's offense for the smell. I think it's a little bit of everything, or the dog. The dog did not go, I promise. I mean, at this point, anybody would be better than Dylan Moore, but it's just tough. And this is, again, where it goes back to so many people underperforming. Here's J.P. Crawford. Webb's still in. That catches the outside corner for a strike 0-1. I think Haggerty would be better than what you're currently getting from Dylan Moore, but I don't know if, like, going forward, who I'd expect to be better. And then A.J. Pollock stinks, so just everybody in kind of that slot has been awful. The 0-1 to J.P. Crawford with Julio on deck. That's hit on the ground, through for a base hit. Does Colton Wong go to third, or does he hold at second? He does get to third. Runners at the corners with 1 out for Julio. So let's see if the Mariners can do something here. We'll take it. Yes, base hit. Very good to see. My God, if Julio does not get a run in here, there will be gaskets blown, my friends. Gaskets will be blown. Yes, let's do it. Good chance here. First and third, 1 out. See if that's going to be it for Logan Webb. He's at 98 pitches. Looks like he's staying in, unless they're just getting the reliever warm here. We'll see what ends up happening. Julio stepping in. Mariners 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Looks like Logan Webb will stay in, trying to get that double play. If they don't score here, gaskets will be blown. The pitch to Julio. Ball 1. The fans in the chat want some runs. I'm with them. Keeping the faith here. First and third, 1 out. Colton Wong singled. JP singled, advanced him to third. Let's see if Julio can come through. The 1-0. On the ground. There's one. The throw on to first. Not in time. That will score a run. I think he was safe. Giants looking like they want it. I think Julio beat that out. That was almost a double play here. I think Julio was safe. Let's see what Gabe Kapler wants to do. I really do think he was safe on that, though. Let's see on the replay. Maybe you guys can tell me. I don't even want to look. Yeah, I think he's safe. Yeah, at least one. Yeah, he's safe easily. Not even close. Mariners tied up at 2. They tried to double play. My God, did they ever try? They tried to make that. Here comes Kapler. I'm sorry. I should be way more excited. They tied it. They get right. There's yeah. I get both the Rogers confused. I don't remember which one's the lefty and which one's the righty. The Rogers brothers tied up. Thank you guys for being enthusiastic about it. I am so like I'm not. You guys know you've watched my videos back in April. I was as optimistic as there was when this team was 4-8, 4-9. I said like nothing to panic about yet. It's just like even there. If Julio, like that was a double play ball, they almost made the out. Let's do it. Let's go. Hey, I mean, I love the fire. 2-2 game. Mariners tied up on RBI ground out for Julio. It does. It should listen, ball game on. They did it. They got that run. Let's get it done. I'd still like I'd love to see Julio put one in the gap there. And you guys can tell me, like, Jay, come on, man. They tied. I'm happy about that. I am very happy they tied it. But, like, I want Julio to gap one there. Like, knock the pitcher out. Get the lead. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy. But, oh, my gosh, like, that was almost another double play. This team is just, like, even when they do something positive, I'm, like, still frustrated. Let's get it. Julio's on at first. I think this is a good time to send Julio. I will say that. Kelenic is up here. I think you send Julio. Worst case is Kelenic leads off the 8th. I think you try to put this game in motion a little bit, make it where a base hit ties it. Yeah, they are. You know what? They got a couple off a really good pitcher in Logan Webb. They did have some good at-bats today. This was not a terrible offensive performance. I'm not going to send it to the Louvre, the baseball Louvre, in terms of best, games ever. But they did battle today. They had some good ABs. And remember, Kolten Wong stung that ball that could have easily been a hit. Taylor Rogers replaces Logan Webb. He's got to be the lefty because Kelenic's up. Yeah, I would definitely send Julio here for sure. Yeah, you're right. Tougher to steal on the lefty for sure. I mean, I wouldn't just do it blindly, but I definitely think it's a spot where if you can get Julio, if you can do it, do it. There's the Rogers brothers. I believe they're brothers. They're both on the Giants. Taylor is the lefty. Tyler's the righty. Here it is. I think this is Taylor Rogers, 2.89 ERA. Kelenic steps up. He takes strike one. Even with a lefty, I still just probably send Julio here. Like I said, worst case is Kelenic is leading off in the 8th. Not the worst thing in the world. The 0-1 from Rogers to Kelenic. The pitch. Kelenic pops it up. Easy play on the infield. The shortstop, Schmidt, calling for it. He's got it for out number 3. The Mariners do tie it up, though, on an RBI ground out from Julio. We at the bottom of the 7th. We're tied at 2 from San Francisco. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Can I change my... Yeah, go for it. There's nothing official here that we will complain about. I'm not keeping track of this for anything, so... I should keep track of it, actually, and do like a prize giveaway at the end of the year. Mike Trout singles on a ground ball to center field. Mike Moustakas scored toward the third. Angels coming back against the Padres. Hopefully the Padres can hang on there. And if you're just joining the stream, hit the like button for me. If you're not subbed yet, hit the sub button. I'm 14 away from 1,500 subs. Rooftop possibly joining us here soon. So as we have a 2-2 game, could have Rooftop in here hopefully within a half hour or so, maybe less. And then we'll be on his channel for the post-game show. Should have a lot to talk about here. 2-2 going to the bottom of the 7th. The Mariners do score a run on the top of the 7th. 1-out single from Kolten Wong. JP singled, sent him to third. Julio's ground out scored Kolten Wong. Kelenic popped out to end the inning. But the Mariners do tie it up. We'll see who's coming in to pitch from there. Who's due up for the Giants here? Who made the last out? Was it Yastrzemski? So you got Matos, the righty, and then 2 lefties. I almost leave Wu in to face the righty and then go to Spire. But we'll see what they elect to do here. Well, on my stream, he can't. He can't post them on mine. Post-game, he may have some. Ohtani strikes out. Wu out. Ty Adcock coming in. Thank you, Flick. Appreciate that. So the Adcock. So I'll have to face 3 here. 2 of them are lefties. Thought maybe leave Wu in for a batter and then go to Spire for the 2 lefties. But you and Rooftop meet. Yeah, we reached out kind of to each other after we found each other's channels and just wanted to connect and do live streams with other Mariners fans and do videos together. So that's kind of how it happened. Nothing more to it than that. So I'm always down to connect with other Mariners fans and do videos. In fact, if Rooftop comes in, hopefully soon, we'll see. Here is Ty Adcock, kind of replacing Trevor Gott is this next guy up here. Takes ball 1 thrown to Matos. Adcock in 7 games, pitched 9 1/3 innings, 5 Ks, no walks. He gets the center fielder Luis Matos, the 1-0. Fouled off 1-1. The bullpens are no longer on the field in San Francisco. This was, I think Oakland is the last field for that. Maybe Tampa's too still. But while San Francisco had the bullpens out there on the field, they are now not on the field anymore. The 1-1 to Matos. Ground ball, right to JP. Flips it over to Ford. That is out number 1. I know Ty France is available to pinch hit tonight. That could be huge as well. Rendon walks, so the Angels are threatening in San Diego. Since May 15th, Giants bullpen has been really good. William will get us the rest of that info, I'm sure, in just a second there. Sable will step up. He homered his last at-bat. A 2-run home run gave the Giants a 2-1 lead. That was back in the bottom of the 4th, I believe. And Adcock's pitch to him, he goes around 1-0-1. Allowed fewest runs, 27, fewest earned runs. So it's not going to be easy. And the Mariners have been in battles in the bullpen before. Although, I'll say this after this pitch, the 0-1 to Sable. Fouls that one off 0-2. The Mariners went up against the Nationals bullpen and it outlasted them. So maybe the Mariners can get something off a good bullpen. We'll see. Hopefully they can. Another close game. Mariners have struggled in these all year. They did get one yesterday, but I think they're now, 9-16 in 1-run games. So we'll see what ends up happening here. Adcock is ready. His 0-2. And Sable hits that one to left field. Demo comes in. He makes the catch. Dylan Moore's still a good defensive outfielder. We'll take that. Yeah. And 150K. So it's not like they're just getting lucky either. They're missing bats. It's not going to be easy. Not going to be easy at all. Renfroe flies out to Juan Soto. The Angels pull Mariners and leave everybody on base. Well, we can relate to the Angels, and I do not feel sorry for them at all. 2 quick outs here. That will bring up Brett Wisely. If I'm saying it wrong, it might be Whistly. I'm not sure. It takes ball 1 outside. Cal tried to frame that, but it was a ball. 1-0. I'm going to say Wisely. It's spelled that way, but it could be like Whistly or something. The 1-0 from Adcock. Whistly fouls it off. Now I'm saying Whistly. Whistly, I don't know. Fouls it off 1-1. Tied with the Reds. Right, they pulled only 1 blown save. Well, technically, no, because that wasn't a blown save. That was Webb that gave that up. So I was going to say that was number 2 if that was a bullpen arm, but it wasn't. Here's the 1-1. Outside 2-1. So far, good inning from Ty Adcock. 2 quick outs. The Mariners will have 4, 5, and 6 due up. It'll be Teo, Cal, and Gino in the 8th. Here is Adcock's 2-1. Ground ball foul, 2-2. Ty Adcock, I'm imagining, is kind of in the new Trevor Gott role. He's going to be pitching those innings, and he's been good so far this year. Another reason why I was okay with the Gott trade. Frees up the salary, and again, Trevor Gott's pretty generic. You got a guy like Adcock comes up who's done the job here. 2-2 Wisely down the line. That's going to go fair or foul. Did it hit the netting? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it's a foul ball. Almost looked like it went off the fence for a second. My depth perception was off there. I probably need glasses. 2-2 on Brett Wisely. The other Rogers, Tyler Rogers, the righty, I believe. I think it's Tyler's getting loose. The 2-2. On the ground, right to Mike Ford, bobbles it a little bit. He'll take it himself to first for the out. Quick 1-2-3 for Ty Adcock. We will head to the top of the 8th. We are still knotted up at 2. Nice inning for Mr. Adcock. Oh, my God. You know what? They're due to blow one, at least. We'll see. We'll see what they do. You still got exactly. No, but you know what? I mean, at this point, I don't really care. Again, I have no more. Remember, no more caps to tip. Got to get it done. Got to get it done. Yeah, he's bringing the info. And he's right. This is a great bullpen. Great bullpen. Mariners gonna have to find a way. Scrap out a run. We've seen teams scrap out runs against Munoz and Brash all season. Not really Munoz, but you guys know what I mean. Teams do it to the Mariners. Time to the Mariners to start doing it. You know, again, if they're 20 games over, I tip my cap. I can't. Got to find wins. Got to find wins. Is there anything, William, they don't do well? Can you find me a negative stat on their bullpen? Dodgers 3-1 over the Pirates. Top of the first, 0 outs. Runner at first. So Pittsburgh tying run at the plate. Find a stat. Find something they don't do well. Is there something like they don't? Is there like one stat where they're like mediocre at that we can have? No, you're fine, man. Bring it. Like it's not negativity. It's just they're good. Mariners got to find a way. Like the Mariners have unfortunately put themselves in position where we cannot go, hey, good team, whatever. Like if the Mariners were 49 and 33 or whatever, I would be like, hey, Giants bullpen's good. It happens. They got to find a way. They're in this game. This is a winnable baseball game. Find a way. How are they going to do it? I don't know, but find a way. Got to do it. And as we head to the top of the 8th, all knotted up at 2. You know, when you're a certain amount over 500, you give yourself that leeway of what I kind of call excuse games, where you can go like the Rays. The Rays can tip their cap yesterday to the Mariners for that comeback. They're 30 games over. It happens. If I was a Rays fan, I said, bad series. Let's bounce back. The Mariners are out of the caps to tip. Jen Mueller out on the kayak. I never did that in this game. Never went out kayaking in the bay there. 13. Hey, they have 3 losses. There we go. Me too. Yes. Wouldn't we all? Yeah, Fords looks solid at first base. Wouldn't mind getting Ty in there, though, as we get to extras just in case. So they have 3 losses. Here's the other Rogers, the right-handed Rogers. He will face Teoscar Hernandez. The 0-1. He's that submarine sidearm. Mateo didn't mean to swing at it. Strike 2. Really comes from down under Chad Bradford style. Tyler Rogers. Taylor's the lefty. Tyler's the righty. Tyler, a 1.91 ERA. I forgot which one was the free agent this year that they signed. I think it was the lefty. I think the righty's always been there. Here's the pitch. Outside 1-2 and gets away. That would have been nice with a runner on. It would have been a wild pitch. Teo, Dumper, and Gino due up. I don't know if Flick changed his home run pick, but he had one in there for Cal. This would be a good inning for it to happen. The 1-2 to Teoscar from Rogers. Teo on the ground to third. Davis up with it. Fires it on to first just in time. Teo almost beat that out. Runs well. 1 out. That'll bring up Cal Raleigh. They're not even like unlucky with their left on base. Oh yeah, it'll happen. See, I would have been okay losing this game in 0-1. Why couldn't we have been doing this in 2001? Absolutely, those were. Why couldn't we be doing this in 0-1? We've been taking shots, having a good time, not even worried about this. Here's Cal. He takes strike 1. Rogers' barrel rate this season is 0.8. The MLB average is 8.2. Yeah, William wasn't lying about this bullpen. Here's the 0-1. Cal hits a line drive right to Wade. He actually hit that. I don't know if that would be considered a barrel, but he hit that pretty hard. Quick 2 outs. Yeah, that's what it used to be. And again, just no excuses. I know this is a good bullpen. Find a way. I don't care. You got to score a run somehow. Listen, as great as those numbers are, they've given up runs. Every bullpen's done it. Like somewhere they've given up a run. Their ERAs aren't all 0. Somewhere someone's got them. So let's see. Here's Gino. Did he go around? I did not see if he did or not. He did not. 1-0. Logan Gilbert versus the famous. I'm sorry, guys. I keep bumping that. To be announced tomorrow. The 1-0 pitch. Low 2-0. I know it's Cobb going on Wednesday. 2-0 from Rogers to Gino. So we've gone Webb, Rogers, Rogers. Rogers is ready. His 2-0 pitch. Inside 3-0. Mike Ford on deck. Flick's pick. No. Yeah, Flick had, I did it again. Sleepy had Cal. Flick had Ford. I apologize. It's the second time I've messed that up. So let's see if Gino can reach the 3-0. Green lighting him. I don't blame it. Shortstop Schmidt's up with it. Fires easy 1, 2, 3. And that will do it. Sorry, my mouse is giving me fits. Yep, Yankees beat Baltimore. Cincinnati gets another win, beating Washington. No worries, Fernando. No worries. Appreciate you being in here. We are 2-2 going now to the bottom of the 8th. And Milwaukee beats the Cubs. The old Cubbies. We go bottom 8 here. Mariners go down 1, 2, 3 against the right-handed Rogers. Taylor's the lefty. Tyler's the righty. Am I right on that? I'm always going to mess that up. I don't blame Gino. I don't blame the 3-0 green light there. That was a crazy game. Yes, please. And I have one here too. Next game, I'll write these things down. Who called what? I don't know why I'm getting you and Sleepy confused. But Mike Ford will lead off in the 9th. So we'll see. Maybe. Unless there's a lefty in there, then it'll probably be somebody else. Moving slow. Are we playing good? Webb's a good pitcher. The Mariners have played okay. The Giants are a good team, but they got to find a way. The Mariners are out of, like they can't drop these games. If they were 20 games over, then okay, but they got to find a way. Yeah, Wu pitched really well. I mean, the offense hasn't been great, but Webb's good. They scrapped out 2 runs. They probably should have had more, but it's been kind of a. Yeah, I think that's fair. Tough for both teams. A lot of bad. Yeah, they definitely had a little bit. Colton Wong stung a ball that could have been a 2-run double. Teo had one that was stung, but then Dylan Moore had some all flat bats. It's been a mix of both. It's been bad and bad luck, which is a bad combo. We'll see if Adcock stays in here for the bottom of the 8th. I don't know how available a lot of that bullpen is. We'll see. That's everything too. I don't know if you go Munoz. The problem is too, you use guys like Munoz, Sewald, and if you lose today, then they're definitely not available tomorrow. It just makes it so much tougher. You use those guys, you got to find a way to win. There's Alcatraz, and it will be Andres Munoz here in the bottom of the 8th. Manny Machado with an RBI single. Good news for the Mariners. Padres ahead of the Giants. The Angels. 5-2. Munoz, 14 appearances, 2.77 ERA. 19 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 13 innings. Brandon Crawford, pinch hitting here for Schmidt. And Crawford, first pitch swing, hits one to JP. Got to hurry. He gets it in time for the out over to Ford. So Crawford is out. Number 1. Crawford to Crawford. Crawford gets Crawford. Send Giants. Yep, pinch hit Brandon Crawford. He grounds out on the first pitch, and that will bring up Lamont Wade. So Giants going 3 lefties here against Munoz. Got to find a way to win because you probably don't have Munoz tomorrow now. So you really want to find a way to get this one. Here's Munoz to Wade. That's in there for a strike. Good slider. 0-1. And I mean, maybe not. Maybe if Munoz has a quick inning, you have him available tomorrow. I don't want to say for certain, but I know pitching 3 straight days is going to be hard. The Mariners are going to have an off day until the All-Star break. That's going to be difficult as well for this team. If you're just joining the stream, hit the like button. And if you're not subbed yet, hit that sub button for me. 14 away from 1,500. 1-1 here from Munoz to Lamont Wade Jr., who's 1 for 3, had a double. The pitch in there for a strike. Good pitch. 1-2 outside corner. Lamont Wade Jr., well above average barrel rate this year. 2% exactly above average. Facing a tough customer, though, in Andres Munoz. His 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nasty slider from Munoz. 2 quick outs. The Mariners will have Ford, Moore, and Wong due up in the 9th. Don't know if I smell a run there. Although Ford's been good today, and Colton Wong hasn't been bad either. So maybe Rooftop is here. Let's see if he's ready. I'm going to add him.
I'm here.
Rooftop is in the house here. And I'll finish off this inning if you want to take over for me after this. You are more than welcome.
I like the banners. I like that even better.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The scroll, it's got the ticker look. Munoz gets a +1.
Nice.
As soon as Rooftop joins us, a +1.
Are we on How far are we on Munoz?
Yes. He just threw
Is
strike
it?
two
Oh, strike two.
to
Oh, I'm a little
Peterson.
bit behind.
Okay. Yeah, I've got 0-2 on Jock Peterson. Let me see if I can pause for a couple seconds. I'm watching on my computer.
I'm on 0-1 right now. I'll let you know
Okay.
when I'm 0-2.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, 0-2.
Yeah, give it 5 seconds.
Right at 0-2.
Okay.
So Jock Peterson, huh? And then after
Munoz,
this inning's over, I'll take over to the top of the ninth.
the 0-2, strike 3 called to Peterson. Quick inning
Okay,
for
pause
Umpus.
again. All right, good. Go.
Okay.
Looks like that was a 3 up, 3 down, and the game is still tied at 2-2.
The people
How's
are
it going, Sleepy? What goes? What's up? It looks like commercial break is on at this time.
2-2 game. Good game so far. People are happy to see Rooftop in here today. If you're not subbed yet to my channel and Rooftops, hit the subscribe button on both of us. All right, signals on a ball 5-2. Good news for the Mariners. Angels losing. I don't know what the nose for. Maybe Jay said, well, we can't do the commercials on my stream. I don't think. Well, maybe actually, no. I think Rooftop could put them on there because you can stream them from your channel, I think, still. So you're getting
I can do video share, yeah, but I can't push those buttons.
Gotcha. But we'll get them later. Don't worry, Flick. Don't worry. You'll get your modern exterior solutions.
Oh, God. Modern exterior solutions. But he wants, doesn't he?
He does. He's been asking for it all night. So
what?
No.
Is he actually gonna get a project? That's the only reason. It's like, what's in it for me at this point?
I did plug it once. I reminded people to use the code Modern Rooftop. So I did plug it one time during the stream. So for anybody just joining us like Rooftop, 2-2 game. Mariners scored the first run, the fourth on a wild pitch. Catcher Blake Sable responded with a 2-run home run for the Giants. The Mariners then scored on a Julio RBI ground out in the seventh. And William's been bringing some stats about the Giants bullpen into the chat, and it is a very, very good bullpen. But like I've been saying, this team has kind of run out of cap tipping to do. That's kind of been my thing tonight. It's time to win a ball game. Got to figure out how to do it. Don't care how. Don't care if it's 20
exactly. You got to find a way to win.
Yep. Whether it's 20 bloops.
And looks like we are back from the break. It is a 2-2 tie. Mariners with 7 hits versus the Giants 3 hits, which is why I still question why Brian Wu was sat down. I think he should have gotten one more inning so you could save those arms, which still seems foreign to Scott Service. But looks like we got a new guy on the mound. We got Camilo Doval. He is the closer for the San Francisco Giants. He has a 1.89 ERA, 53 strikeouts. He has 24 saves. So let's see how this goes. We got Mike Ford, who's up to bat. And here is the pitch for Mike Ford. And that will be down low for ball 1. Mike Ford batting 7th in the order. Don't know how he's been doing today. Just got home because the old saying, don't quit your day job. Mike Ford, he is waiting for it. Here is the 1-0 pitch. And that is a swing and a foul ball, strike 1. This season, he's batting .226, 6 home runs, and 12 RBIs.
And the catcher took one there.
He sure took a nice one. Good thing he wears cups.
And I agree, Riley, with Dylan Moore versus Duvall is not going to be a fun at-bat.
It's already not fun with Mike Ford.
Yeah.
But Ford hit his little shin.
I have more hope for
not his shin, his knees.
Ford did homer off Bautista in Baltimore, so we've seen him homer off some good.
He does ridiculous things. I will say that. A guy that can hit for power. He is 1 for 2 today. And here is the 1-1 pitch. And it's a line drive, and that is a base hit to right field. Mike Ford will get there for first base with a single. He leads it off, and the Mariners have a man on the board. The go-ahead run is at first base.
Nice base hit.
Mike Ford, nice little single right there.
Cobby should pinch run, and then Dylan Moore needs to be bunting. I have no faith
Dylan
in-
Moore should be bunting. There is no question about that.
Yep.
Looks like we have Ty France hitting for Dylan Moore instead.
I'd almost
Caballero is
rather
the pinch runner, just like what you said.
I'd almost rather have Moore lay. That's
Just
probably
let him lay the bunt and just
Yeah.
just go.
like I'd bring and with how Ty hits into double plays. I'd rather have.
Yeah,
Ty
I don't
with,
like this idea. This is not a good strategy. This is
yeah,
typical Scott Service being too cute.
I mean,
Or he just doesn't know what a bunt is. I don't think this team's ever bunted this entire season. It's a
And Ty's
frustrating
like-
part.
but I think
Ty
this is
France
about
up to
this.
bat. Here is the pitch, and the runner goes in the second base, and he is safe. Caballero with another stolen base.
Okay, that's fine. That works.
That works. So the double play is no longer a factor.
So now I'm okay with the pinch hitting. Like now I'm
Yep.
okay with it. But I'm with you.
Caballero is 12 for 14 in stolen bases this season. He has been a pretty good asset for the Mariners this season,
Three
considering
chances.
that
Go ahead, run.
Colton Wong's been disappointing. Here's the 0-1 outside for ball 1-1 for Ty France. Ty France, he didn't experience some kind of an injury, and as if the team hasn't been already injured enough, as Bryce Miller was placed on the 15-day IL, and Ty France, that should be a balk. And what were the moves that were impacted? Like, what happened with the Bryce Miller? What was the impact? What moves were made?
And then Trevor Gott was traded. So Matt Festa's back, and then Darren McCacken is gonna start Wednesday.
And here's the throw to second, and it's still not in time.
That does look.
He's
like
really
a balk.
watching for Jose Caballero.
Does look like a balk to me.
Yeah, the umpires, I swear, they never call balks.
They
just won't do it.
Yeah, I'm fine with Ty now. My concern was more the double play, and then I was kind of in favor of a bunt there. But now that Cobby's stolen it, yes, I'd much rather
Doesn't
have
really
Ty
matter.
over Dylan Moore.
The 1-1, Caballero with a nice lead, or a pretty big lead. Now he's going back, and time has been called, and looks like the catcher wants to have a little chat with the pitcher. It's still a 2-2 tie. What happened was there was a 2-run home run, but that was after the fact. Teoscar Hernandez, I think he scored on a wild pitch.
Yep.
And then there was it like a Julio single that tied up the game?
RBI grounded, actually almost a double play, but Julio just beat it out.
Beat it out.
All
right, Ty France. It's a 1-1 count. And here's the pitch to Ty France. And swing, and it's a foul ball already down to strike 2.
Got to score here. 3 chances to get a run in. 3 shots to get a go-ahead run. Got to score.
If you can't score this one, then you're going to be in much deep, you know what.
Hope it comes in for you, and I hope you get that.
I don't want to go into the 10th inning where the Mariners are awful in the extra inning. So this is critical. And here's the 1-2 pitch to France. And that gets him. And he is obviously going, he is going on first base. He has taken one for the team, but now double plays could be a factor again.
Now I have Colton Wong bunt. I go back to the bunt. I have
but he's not going to do it. He's absolutely not. They're not going to let him. Scott Service doesn't even know what a bunt is. I'm going to say that.
He might have. Colton Wong's been bad enough. He might get. He might get.
She bunt, and looks like there's some kind of conversation going on between the manager.
I think they're going to challenge it to hit the bat.
They're going to challenge that it was for a foul ball.
Which it was
looks
close.
like Ty France seems to be a little bit shaken up, as if he's already been shaken up, which is why he didn't even start today.
I know.
Let's take a look at the replay. That's had to have hit him.
You can't overturn it. I don't see how you could overturn that. It's close, hard to tell, but I don't see any way you can overturn it.
They're showing the replay again. Yeah, that definitely hit him in the hand.
Yeah, I agree. I think Wong did try and bunt once. I don't know if it was successful or not. Yeah, he did. He had that bunt single against Lance Lynn. Good call, Sleepy. That was that bunt single. So I think they will have Colton Wong bunt.
They got to have him bunt. No question about it. It barely hits the bat.
Ooh, it does hit the bat.
Yeah, I think they're going to call the foul ball.
I think they are too. The initial angle, I would have said no way.
Ty France really tried to sell it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to get it done.
Right. We all want to bunt, but I think Ty's going to have to go back and hit here. Because
it's going to shake his little bit of confidence right there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
It goes from getting on base to...
Let's see.
Yep, that hits the bat. That absolutely hits the bat.
You can
Unless
see
the umpire... unless the umpire says otherwise.
The only thing you maybe have here is that not enough evidence to overturn it, which I think there is, but that's maybe the one hope you have here. So we'll see. I mean, either way, still need to score a run no matter what happens here. He's got to find a way to score.
Let's see what we got. Batters hit by the pitch. They are going to have it stand. They are upholding the call.
Not enough evidence.
Fans are understandably upset.
Yeah,
And I actually do believe it did hit the bat.
Me too.
It barely did, but it looks like there just wasn't enough evidence according to them, according to the New Yorkers.
I'm going to sound cliche, but I think that's one where no matter what was called, it was going to stand. Exactly. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. What knowing the Mariners, like,
considering that there are no outs, a bunt can be laid down, but it will have to be a perfect one. Absolutely. And looks like we've got some talking going on. Looks like, is that going to be it for him, for Doval?
No,
or they're just having a little chatter? I think they're just having a little bit of a chatter.
He has to face one more.
I don't like that rule.
I don't either, but yeah, he has to face one more. I think it's a stupid rule. I don't like the rules that eliminate strategies. Like the pitch clock, I'm fine because that doesn't, but I don't like only throwing over twice because I think it just takes away, like, yeah, is it annoying when someone throws over 20 times, but it's baseball. I mean, then watch a sport that doesn't have that, I guess.
Looks like they're going back to the mound, and looks like we got Colton Wong up to the plate, hoping, and look at the Mariners bullpen, 3.81, and people say that this is a good bullpen, but now they're getting close to 4.0. Maybe a little bit inflated by that Friday's disaster, but I kept saying it, the bullpen's just not that good.
It's very matchup dependent. Outside of Munoz and maybe Paul,
Sewald.
Yeah, it's very.
Now we got Colton Wong. Looks like he's not going to set the bunt. Looks like Service is telling him not to bunt. He doesn't even know what a bunt is. He's going to have a bunt, and the bunt is foul. So Colton Wong can't even bunt.
Maybe that's why they don't bunt. They can't do it. Actually, that's
Scott Service. He did call for that bunt, and looks like he's got one more shot at it because he cannot bunt on strike two, of course. But that was going to be a nice bunt laid down.
That would have worked perfect. Yeah,
that would have worked, but it just could not get in fair territory.
Force a throw, maybe get a throw.
And looks like they are strategizing. They are anticipating that bunt. Davis is waiting. Looks like they want to do the force. So Colton's going to have to go to the right side of it. And he takes that for a ball, as that was an awful pitch. Went pretty much down the dirt.
Almost got away.
And Caballero got to third base on that. He got another stolen base. Nice hustling effort by Caballero. What a jump by Caballero. And it's because of the bunt strategy, because the third baseman wasn't even in position to get him out. So Caballero got a free stolen base out of that. Let's see if Colton Wong can get anything out of this one. I would go for the squeeze if you possibly can.
At this point,
try the squeeze and see what happens. Just don't be like Eric Burns where you pulled it back last minute. Here's Colton Wong. Nope, no bunt's going to happen. And that's a ground ball. Should that do it? Nope, that will not do it. And the throw to third base, and he is safe, and the bases are loaded. So Colton Wong will get, and the Mariners still have no outs. And that was actually a close call. That could have gotten Caballero out, but Caballero has been an asset this inning with his stolen base efforts.
I don't know what just happened, but you know what's funny though? I'm going to say this. I'm going to sound like I'm whining, even though the base load nobody out. Like only the Mariners can have a runner at third, nobody out, not make an out, and not score a run. Like just get a run in for the love of Pete.
It's such a Mariners thing to do.
I'm happy he's safe easily.
And here's J.P. Crawford, the guy who works them out. Oh, there's a swing and a miss, and he was fooled on that one. J.P. Crawford with his nice little dreadlocks. He has 2 career grand slams. His last one was on April 26, 2023 at Philadelphia, where the Mariners, I don't know if they even won that game. Here's the 0-1, and J.P. Crawford with a fly ball. This should score in a run. He catches the ball, and Caballero is running, and the Mariners have taken the lead 3-2. And can the Mariners hold that? Can they? We got to see about that. But nice at-bat by J.P. Crawford. He hit a nice one to right field, which was enough to get Caballero in. And let's give credit to Jose Caballero for his hustling efforts. 2 stolen bases.
Good to see. Heads up base running by Ty as well to get to third there.
Absolutely.
I thought that looked better off the bat. I thought that was in the gap.
And I actually thought that was at least going to go to the wall the way he swung at that. But
We'll
I'll take a
take it.
sacrifice fly. I've done sacrifice game-winning hits before. It's amazing feeling.
Hey, listen, that's what you need. We've talked about it with this
What
team.
you got to do. And here is Julio Rodriguez up to bat. Julio Rodriguez batting second in the order. And here is the pitch. And inside for a ball. Good eye by Julio. Wouldn't have been worth swinging at.
Ahead of me if you're able to pause it. You were like 2 seconds ahead of me.
If you want me to pause it?
Yeah, if like literally 2 seconds.
Got it.
Okay.
All right. They're still waiting for it. Julio is 0 for 3 with a walk in the first inning and an RBI. Here's the pitch and a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit. Here comes Ty France. And is there going to be any more runners? It looks like we might be able to get one more. Do we get one more? We do. Colton Wong scores, and Julio with a 2-run double.
Let's go.
What a hit by Julio Rodriguez coming up in the clutch.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. That
absolutely. What a good hit for Julio. Now it's 5-2 Mariners, and they just cannot possibly screw this up. And that was just a beautiful swing by Julio. The moment he swung that, you knew that it was going somewhere at least. And then you got Colton Wong with his hustling efforts. He ran all the way from first base to get him the score. And now here's Jared Kelenic, my favorite player, who I would love to see in the All-Star game last minute. Probably won't happen. And a swing and a miss. The guy just hacks at everything. I think this guy's lost his patience.
Good to
Jared
see
Kelenic is batting third in the order. I think he has at least one hit today. Here is he is 0 for 1. Here's the 0-1. And it gets on by, and Julio will get to third base as if he was already stealing it. And the big clapper is going to happen. Rooftop came in and brought in the good vibes. I bring in bad vibes. What are you talking about, sleepy boy?
No, Rooftop.
I brought bad vibes on the Giants. But yeah, Julio was already on top of that. Now, if we could even get a sacrifice fly, just put it somewhere to at least make it playable where Julio can score from there. Let's see what happens. Here's Jared Kelenic, 1 for 4, double in the fifth. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And he's just hacking everything he possibly can. He's greedy. He really just wants to get it over with without just letting some of it fly. Jared Kelenic batting .252 with 11 home runs and 37 RBIs. I don't think that's going to make the case for the All-Star game, unfortunately. But if he was playing at least half as decent as like May or April, then yeah, he would have been a shoe-in as a reserve for sure. But unfortunately, did not happen. Here's Jared Kelenic. He's waiting for it. 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's where Jared Kelenic just keeps showing that impatience of his. He just hacks at everything. I mean, he should have known that was coming towards him. But now we got Teoscar Hernandez. And now it's asking me, are you an ultimate fan from Montana? Well, I'm not from Montana, but I would like to be the ultimate fan of Seattle someday.
Oh, I see it right now. I'm like, wait, what?
But here is Teoscar Hernandez, 18 pitches for Duvall. Here is the pitch inside. See, at least Teoscar didn't really swing at that.
The good news here for the Mariners too. Duvall, one of their better pitchers, is now, and your favorite guy, Justin Topa, warming up, and Seawald.
As if we need Topa to give up 3 runs. And here's Teoscar. Here it is, and it takes it for a strike. I think he really should have taken a hack at that one.
Hopefully Duvall now unavailable for tomorrow. That would be huge.
That would be huge. He's already been taxed on.
Yeah.
Teoscar batting .254. He is batting .326 with runners in scoring position. Here is the 1-1 pitch to Teoscar and a ground ball, and that is a base hit, and that's going to score in Julio Rodriguez, and the Mariners have a 6-2 lead. What a hit by Teoscar Hernandez. He was patient, and he let it happen rather than forcing it.
Good to see everybody having a great time in the chat. It's been a while. We've been having some somber ones. Even the wins have just felt, but this would be 3 in a row and feel really good for this ball club.
It really was. But yeah, what a hit by Teoscar Hernandez. Mariners offense this season, 4.5 runs a game, 15th in the major leagues. Here's the big dumper, Cal Raleigh, and a swing and a miss, strike 1.
Sleepy's home run pick. Now, let me ask you something, Rooftop. Would you rather have the 5-2 lead with Seawald coming in or 6-2? Because it's going to be Topa now.
So, use anyone but Topa. Let Munoz in there. And here's Cal Raleigh, and a swing and a miss, strike 2, and he's just hacking it like Jared Kelenic. Did Jared Kelenic tell him to keep hacking at it?
Munoz pitched the 8th, so I think he won't pitch.
It's not like he even pitched that much, so he should get at least one more inning.
Only reason
But
I'm
here
okay
is
with-
Cal Raleigh. Here's the 0-2, and that gets on by, and that should get Teoscar to second base. And yes, it will. It is all falling apart for the Giants for now, but but we would like to see another run come in because a 6-2 lead is not going to be enough for Justin Topa. Not even close. Elliot, have you subscribed to my channel? And here's Cal Raleigh, 11 home runs. And here's the 1-2. And a fly ball to right field. Is it going to be enough? Nope. It's going to go right to the right fielder. And he makes the catch. But the Mariners came up with 4 runs. And we'll have to see who is going to mop up this game. Hopefully it will not be Justin Topa. And is there anything else we should talk about?
The only thing I was going to say, I probably would have. I'm fine with Munoz coming out just because he's pitched the last 2 days and he didn't throw a lot of pitches. So you've got a chance now that you have Munoz available tomorrow, I think. So from that standpoint, I'm fine pulling him. Topa should be able to get the outs. It's 4-run lead, but I'm with you. Doesn't make me super comfortable right now. And listen, just the way the team has been, I'm never comfortable right now.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Oh, it's Sewald. They're going with Paul. Okay.
Are they?
I respect.
Let me check my phone. Yep, Paul Sewald is going in.
Okay.
Looks like Scott Service doesn't want to take any chances whatsoever.
Good. This team needs wins. When you've got it, lock it down. I'm fine with that.
Is 4-run lead a safe situation?
No, it's got to be 3. But with the way the team, listen, if this team was 18 over, I'd probably put in Topa here. They've got to get this W. You know what I mean?
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Especially, you got to win this series, and you got to take that momentum going into Houston for a 4-game series. So they can't afford to. Yeah, they shouldn't let up at all.
Yeah. It's going to be tough, too, because no days off between now and the All-Star break. So it's going to
they really just got to get after it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. That's gonna factor into how much. See, that's the thing. With no days off, Scott Service should really be careful of how to use his bullpen. He shouldn't just freely yank everyone after just 1 inning. Maybe if his starters are on the hot hand, he's going to have to let some of them go into 100 pitches.
Mm-hmm. I think Logan tomorrow will be one of those.
Yeah, and Logan Gilbert, he's been very streaky at best, to say the least. And they're showing the camera what a beautiful night in San Francisco. Not exactly what you're used to in San Francisco, because most people are used to, if you go to downtown San Francisco, there's the advice of don't look down, but when you're in San Francisco downtown, always look down.
It's cold there.
And it looks like got Paul Sewald in the mound. Paul Sewald with a 2.62 ERA, 34 innings pitched, 35 games, 47 strikeouts, 16 of 19 on save opportunities. There was maybe a case he should have been an all-star, but they did not give it to him. All they did was give it to the Lapidra, Luis Castillo, and even I was against that choice too, because I thought it should have been George Kirby.
It was going to be one of the 3. Kirby, Sewald.
It would have been. Yeah, here's the pitch, and it's outside for ball 1. And it looks like we got a replacement going there. We got AJ Pollock in defense. I am not sure about that decision. JD Davis batting 3rd in the order. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss, strike 1.
They had to, because Dylan Moore came out for Ty France. Ty France goes to first for Ford, and then Pollock's in left because Dylan Moore was hit for. So that's why it's more. Yeah.
Here's JD Davis, and that's a ground ball, and that is a fair ball, and the meltdown is about to begin. It's not, and when you got a slow AJ Pollock, you're not even gonna get that hustle out of him. And now already this is where I don't like our bullpen. Here's how I describe our bullpen. The bullpen is basically the 1997 bullpen, but with a low ERA. They still have a choke factor. They just don't give up as many runs.
Every time Sewald comes in with a multiple run lead, he always gives up like 1. That's his MO.
He does something, yeah.
Don't worry
Here's
about
Michael Conforto, one of the free agents that I felt the Mariners should have looked at, but that he takes it for a strike. But they did not go for Conforto because they were really banking on Jared Kelenic. Same reason why they didn't go for Brandon Nimmo and Masataka Yoshida. Here's Conforto. He's batting .238 with 12 home runs and a swing and a miss, strike 2. Down to the final strike, hopefully. And Y2K Ha, why don't you hit that subscribe button? Elliot, don't tell me to chill. You've never seen Mariners baseball. Better get used to it. Michael Conforto, he's waiting for it. It's an 0-2 pitch. Can Sewald get this guy out? And here is the 0-2 pitch on the way, and that is a fly ball, and that should be playable. Here is Julio. He makes the catch, and nobody is going to move. Got one out so far for the Mariners.
Y2K, good game. I agree so far. Let's finish this out. You have
for years, so maybe more like I have for years.
Yeah. Trust me, we this team has given us no chill, but I will try and take a deep breath just for my blood pressure. So if it's for my health.
Here is Mike Yost. I can't say his name. I'm not going to even try.
Mike Yastrzemski.
Whatever his name is. And here is the pitch.
Yeah.
And that is outside for ball one. This is why I'm not getting a job at Root Sports, because I cannot pronounce these names.
But they get people helping them there. You know what I mean?
They do, I guess. But here is the 1-0 pitch on the way, and that is a strike. Perhaps another very long winning streak. Yeah, 3 for Mariner standards would be very long.
Got to start somewhere.
But here is Mike. 1-1 pitch. And a line drive, and that is a base hit. It looks like they're going to wave him in. No, they will leave him at third base. But at least the good news out of this one, the Mariners at least have a double play opportunity. So hopefully Paul Sewald can get someone to ground into a double play so to get out of this jam. But like I said, this is where I'm always nervous with our bullpen.
The Mariners.
And this is where I say the offense, this part is where I say the offense is not the problem, because when the offense produces, then the pitching it just slacks off. I'm going to say it slacks off.
Even during
this game. It's too comfortable.
Even inside this game, it's like they couldn't hit, then they were pitching well. Then they got a run, they gave up the runs. They get 4 runs, and now.
Yeah, so that's why I think, and we got a fly ball. Is this playable? Jared Kelenic is really running for it, and that will not happen for him. No, but that's the thing where I'm saying is I really do think blaming everything on the Mariners offense is an absolute lazy assessment. It just is.
I agree with that.
I think the whole team makes me nervous. Yeah.
Outside of a few starting pitchers.
And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And it's Luis Matos. He has struggled today. He is 0 for 3. And also, fans of this show, we have got a post-game show right after this. We will go to my channel, so make sure you get into that. And here's the pitch. Swing. Did he go? He did, and that is strike 3, and the Mariners are down to the Giants are down to their final out, but when it comes to the Mariners bullpen, 2 out, so what? And on the offense, it's no out, so what?
Yeah, no outs, bases loaded, so what?
Exactly. And looks like, who do we got up next? Can't even tell who this guy is.
Catcher Sable, who hit a 2-run home run earlier. No, he's not.
Catcher Sable. And that is a strike, and that's going to be another plus. Looks like the umpire has gone in our favor. They actually have gone on the Mariners' favor throughout this game.
Yeah, well, before you got in, I wasn't keeping track. I want to say it was like about even. There was a couple misses.
About even, yeah. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And the Mariners are down, or the Giants are down to their final strike. Paul Sewald, he's been having a difficult inning, but he's came up with 2 outs real quickly. Could this be it? With the Mariners having a 2-1 deficit come from behind effort, only to make it 6-2. Paul Sewald with a 35% strikeout rate, 36. Can he finish this out, or will the Giants keep him in the game to give us more heart attacks? Paul Sewald, he's got it. He is ready for it. And here is the 0-2 pitch, and it's down low for ball 1. As you can tell, a lot of Mariner fans that are watching this, they are just wanting this to end as quickly as possible. So that way Paul Sewald isn't taxed as much, but I would imagine he is not going to be available tomorrow. I will say that.
I would agree.
Here is the 1-2 pitch, and here it is, down low ball 2, and it looks like the jitters and the butterflies are getting to Sewald. As much as they want to end this game, you still got to pitch a strike. It looks like at least one of those he was trying to get the batter to bite.
Now you got to come down.
Not this time. All right, here it is. Paul Sewald, here it is. Can he do this? Here's the 2-2, and that's down low for ball 3. 3-2 full count. And now you got no choice but to throw a strike on this one. You just got to throw a strike. You just got to make it happen. Just go right after him. He doesn't have the big fastball like Munoz does, but at least make something happen. No more breaking stuff. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that is a fly ball to deep center field. Julio looks like he's struggling for it, and that is gone. And looks like another home run by the Giants catcher, and it is now a 1-run game. And you kind of got the idea because the fan was just screaming like, yeah! And now it is a 6-5 game. I will say this. Even if the Mariners get a win out of this, I am still not going to be happy.
I'll be happy. They just need a win, so I don't know.
No, you can't, because this is just a showing that they're incapable of holding leads. It takes me back to the Houston game. ALDS game 1, they had a very sizable lead and blew it all thanks to the bullpen.
Well, they haven't blown it all yet, so I'm not going to.
Oh, and by the way, that was Blake Sable's first career multi-hit game. And something tells me maybe Julio could have made a jump for that, but it's very unclear and looks like someone's going to have a talking.
And I apologize. There's fireworks going off in my neighborhood if you guys heard loud bangs, so apologize.
Looks like they couldn't wait for it because 4th of July is going to be tomorrow. Yep. I will be working pretty much all day, time and a half.
Yep, get that money.
All day pay. Cannot turn it down. Like I said, the bullpen continues to show the incompetence.
Wilmer Flores pinch hitter.
97. This reminds me of 1997 with a low ERA. That's what they are. And their ERA is at the 4 right now.
Good thing Teo got that base hit.
He did. Otherwise, we would have been screwed. And here's the pitch, and that is a ball. If the Mariners, like I said it, that a 6-2 lead was not going to be enough for them. Not for this kind of bullpen. But the offense is the problem. And there's a line drive, and J.P. Crawford dives, but that is all he can do. And the Giants, worst case scenario for the Mariners, they have the opportunity to end this game with a 2-run homer.
If this, I don't even know if I can do a post game if they lose this game. Like, I'm just going to be.
No, we're doing a post game. We're doing a post game because everyone's going to click for the rants. We are doing the post game.
Infield single for Wilmer Flores, and that brings up Lamont Wade, who's got good pop.
You know what they're going to do at the end of this game? They're not going to blame the bullpen. They're going to blame the offense for not scoring enough runs. The lazy assessment's going to happen. And here's the pitch. And that is finally a strike for Brandon Crawford, batting 9th in the order. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out in the 8th. Wow, what a long inning spin. Sewald's definitely not pitching tomorrow after this.
No.
And here's the 0-1 pitch. And swing and a miss, strike 2. And this time, I'm not going to be as hyped this time.
I've already been there now.
It's 0-2. Like, could the Mariners make this like the 1997 to 1998 feelings? Feels like Ayala's on the mound. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Ball 1. Looks like he kind of slipped out on that one.
Finish the game. My God.
Like,
God, Paul, you had
no, we did not win. I did not see any of that. But here is the 1-2 pitch, and here it is, and a swing and a miss, strike 3, and the ball game is over. Paul Sewald finally got out of it, out of his own incompetence, but the Mariners have a win. But in the next 9 minutes, I am absolutely going to kick their butts. But until then, we are going to celebrate for the next 9 minutes that the Mariners have won. And they should not be celebrating. No, just go to the dugout and just shut up and just like say, oh man, we almost screwed this up. No, I would not be doing a celebration for that. No, not worth it. No, I'm not happy about this at all.
Obviously be.
Yes, it was a very close one for sure. Like, I wouldn't even give the save to Paul Sewald. Well, even if it was allowed, I'm still not giving it to him.
No, but this team needs wins. They got one.
They do need the wins, but that's the thing. If they continue to do that, then teams will know how to figure out this team as it goes forward.
I mean, they've already been. Like, it's just they are what they are at this point. So it's like,
yep.
you know, I'm with you. Like, you know what I mean? I don't, if they were like playing better, I'd be a little more, but just like, my God, just win, you know, and they got it done. I'm with, like, certainly frustrating, like that they just can't finish it. But yes, got it. we were both puckered, I think, a little bit on that one.
Yeah, it definitely was. Well, now we are about to conclude this program and head over to my channel,
Love
Rooftop
you guys.
Mariner, for
Thank
the
you guys for
post game
joining.
show. So head over to there as soon as you can. And actually, what I'm going to do just for you guys to make it easier for everyone, I'm going to provide you guys the link so that way you can smoothly transition to this. Hold on, let me give that just a moment. And here it is. If you guys can access to that link, go ahead and head to that. And we will be there within 8 minutes.
Thank you guys. Love you guys. Thank you all for joining. Head over to Rooftop Channel for the post game. Love you guys. Remember to hit like and sub if you haven't. Thank you guys for joining tonight. Had a great time. So I am going to be heading out in a little bit. I will slightly disagree with Rooftop. I'll take the W. This team needs them. I know where he's coming from with the frustration with how it ended, but this team needs wins. They need W's in the worst ways. So I'm going to take the W. I don't care anymore how they win them. Just like I don't care how they lose them. I've been frustrated every loss. They just need wins. They got it. Let's take it. I can't be complaining about style points anymore. Same reason I don't have any caps left to tip. I don't have any frustrations left to not be happy about wins. Technically no save for Paul. Trident's up. Yeah, I'm with you at this, and especially at this point. Like, if this team was in a playoff position right now, I would be going like, ooh, you got to get some things that they just need wins. I don't care how they do them. Yeah, it got ugly in the ninth, but you know what? The offense did enough to put themselves in a position where they were able to give up those runs. Like, it doesn't make it less frustrating, but you don't get any style points. Not college football. No one's voting on this. They get a W. They needed it. I'm going to head out. I will see you guys over on Rooftops channel for the post game. Love you all. Truly, truly means from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all for joining me. Really, really does mean a lot to me. So thank you guys. And I'll see you over on Rooftop channel in just about 5 minutes or so. Love you guys and have a great night. Hopefully we'll see you over there. I'll put it on my channel too for the post game. Peace. Go Mariners.